Hey, hello and welcome everyone to another Creatures and Corridors live stream. Today we're playing some Dungeons and Dragons Star Wars 5e edition. A little bit different, but if this is your first time here with us, welcome. We hope you enjoy what we've got in store for you. As you can see, we are down another player this week who will not be joining us late, but that's okay. We're going to press on anyways, all is well. Just a little reminder, we do have all our VODs uploaded at our YouTube channel. That's Creatures and Corridors, spelled just the way it sounds. If you want to go check that out, we got a playlist where you can watch this campaign all the way from the beginning. And if you are returning, welcome. We're so glad you're here with us, and hope you enjoy what we got for you. Go ahead and give us a follow, leave us a like, leave us a comment, let us know what you think. And without further ado, let's get going.
Let's roll some dice.
Let's do it. All right.
On the last
mention the
episode,
dice.
When last we left our heroes, a war had erupted on the surface of Cantonica. Strange alien invaders using organic starships ravaged the surface of the once peaceful casino planet. Our heroes found themselves caught in the crossfire and made a hasty escape from the onslaught. After fleeing to the safety of hyperspace, tensions arose once again as Fulgor confronted their captain about his dubious actions on the surface of Canton. Their allies, the Duffel brothers, had been left behind and their fate remained uncertain. The crew of the Endlin gathered to air their grievances and made a final attempt to reunite as a party. They took this time to remind themselves what it is they're all fighting for, why they've decided to travel together in the first place. Will the heroes be able to mend their broken bonds and reunite as friends? How will the galaxy respond to the threat of these new invaders? What new adventures lie ahead of them as they approach their new destination? Find out right now on Star Wars 5e.
that was clean.
Thanks, man. If you want to adjust the music. Okay. Yeah, like I said, we are all on board the ship. You guys are about 4 days away from the Wheel, which is a space station that is a you're good. It's a space station that is kind of a hub for trade, and you had locked in those coordinates. So we've got a couple of days of downtime. So we're gonna try to breeze through this fairly fast. We'll still take the time where we need to, but I kind of spoke to each of you throughout the week, trying to determine what it is that you'd be working on. So yeah, with that, we can start making some rolls for our downtime stuff. And in no particular order, we can start rolling for that. Uh, who wants to go first?
Um,
Preference?
I'll go first.
sure, yeah, go first.
Okay. So, Caro, you said you were going to work with the Gretsch, kind of reverse engineering some of your items to make more ammo.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. For that, reverse engineering, what are you going to be deconstructing?
Regular power cells? Oh no, no. Um, I have to deconstruct a weapon, right?
Yeah, well, because it's going to be half the credits value, so that would only power cell will only be 5 credits, so it's going to take you a lot of power cells.
Um,
Because you need you right now you need where you're at is you need raw materials in order to craft more items. So you'll not only will you learn how to craft that item, but you'll also get half the credits value in raw materials.
I guess I can break down this blaster rifle.
Okay, and that's not like a
Yeah, it's
enhanced
just a
item. It's just like
nah,
a
it's just a
stock.
common. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you make an intelligence check using the weaponsmith tools. I don't remember the exact name, but the one for the weapons. So I don't think you're proficient, but the workshop does make you proficient, and because Dugretch is helping you, you will have advantage. So go ahead and give me an intelligence check. You'll add your intelligence check with advantage, and then you will add your proficiency. All right, very good. So you have successfully broken that. You and Degretch get together, and kind of tell him that you want to work on more items, but you don't have the materials. So together you kind of work on taking the blaster apart, and it doesn't take you very long. It only takes about an hour to get it done. And so now you now know how to craft a blaster rifle. And you actually have armor second. Okay, so that actually would have given you
Another plus 3.
then.
So that'd be
Yeah.
actually an 18.
But you're way over. You just needed to hit 10, so you're way over that. Okay, and then you'll get half the value of it in materials. So a blaster rifle is
Nothing.
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's not nothing. It's just compared to everything else.
it's two,
200?
like 260 basically.
Yeah, 260.
62. So that only takes an hour, so you've still got time to craft more items.
How much is Glavis worth? Just break him down.
Rude.
Crafting's gonna take most of the journey, isn't it?
Okay, so
Yeah.
essentially, I will need 5,000. I have to break down 5,000 worth of items to get one power cell.
I think it's
Yeah, if you're doing the prototype power cells, yes.
I think it's in bits of 10 though, isn't it? Each power cell's like 10.
Well, because he's wanting to make prototype power cells.
Yeah, but when you like buy a proto cell, it's like buying a cartridge, right? So it's got 10 rounds.
It varies
No.
on the weapon. Different weapons have different.
Right.
You get more mileage out of one power cell in like a pistol than you would like a sniper rifle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Use a universal ammo.
right. I don't use guns, so I haven't really had to deal with the ammo.
Get out of here, force user.
Well,
Just kidding.
we don't do that
Plant your
here.
grenades. Yeah,
There
right.
isn't anything else that I wanna. I don't really have anything worth breaking down, so.
Seeing
Okay.
that Karo's having a little bit of awkward looking around for spare parts, I'm gonna walk up to the station. You looking for something?
Just kind of need a few odds and ends, trying to get these power cells going if possible.
I have a. I don't know if these will help you with power cells, but I have a few different things that might be able to assist. I'll go. I'll walk into captain's quarters, go to the locker, scrounge up some stuff, come back out. Come back out with an enhanced pistol, the Shark pistol that we got from I think Jujon a long time ago, or somebody.
I think that was from Jujon.
It's a +1 Shark pistol with a disarming feature and a reflect minimizer. So it's gotta be worth a little something something. That might help you get some of the raw materials you need.
Oh, I do appreciate it.
God, I've been hanging on to this for a while. Thought I could sell it, but sounds like you might need it more right now.
Yeah, I'll take it off your hands. I appreciate it, Rain. I'll remember that.
Don't worry about it. Place it on the counter, slide it over, and go back to my downtime.
I guess I will attempt to break that down.
I don't know how much that's worth, but I think Russell's looking that up.
Is an enhanced item, so a little bit more. 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, it is a prototype weapon, so at least a good. Okay.
Shark pistol.
Since this one is like
Reflect.
baseline with like no mods or anything. Well, yeah, we'll say this one's just.
It's
the,
got
just
it has
35.
the disarming property on it and a reflect minimizer.
Oh. Okay, in that case, we'll bump it up to like 10K then. So in order to break this one down, Caro, same thing. You'll have to make the intelligence check with advantage. You do have expertise because of the workshop, but the DC is a bit higher this time. So
Oh,
make that
whammy.
Oh,
Ooh!
natural 20! 26, let's go.
go. And tell you what, for the natural 20, I'll go ahead and give you the full item value in
Nice.
raw materials.
That's what's
No,
up.
nice.
Pretty damn.
Appreciate that.
We love that.
So you've got 10,000 in raw materials, and you now know how to craft a chart crystal. You're essentially learning the blueprints for it, so you now know how the inner workings of it. Unfortunately, the mods get lost in the process. They are just consumed in the process. Sadly, it's just the way reverse engineering works. I'm afraid.
That makes sense.
Now you've got boatload of.
Alright, and I guess with that, I'll try to craft some power cells? 2 power cells?
Yes. So go ahead and make your rolls. Okay, so crafting I think is just the same pretty much. So you're making prototype cells. Oh yeah, but this one has the D100. Okay, so this is gonna take the rest of the work week. So it's awkward because like normally a work week is supposed to be 5 days. So because it's 4 days, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of adjust the DC a little bit. That way you can get it done. It'll just be a little bit harder to do. That's
Okay.
cool with everyone. Otherwise, you're 4 out of 5 days progress on it, and you won't get it until you spend another day working on it.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Okay, so we'll make. Okay, so this is the same check, advantage, and you do have expertise.
Cool.
Ugh.
That's usually how that goes, right?
Yep. But the good news is the way this one works, instead of just hitting a flat DC, your skill check will actually affect a D100 roll. So you passed a 12, which means you get a +5. So now I need you to roll a die 100, and then you'll add +5 to that roll.
Hey.
70?
Yeah, 70. 70 exactly.
70.
73.
I was gonna say, didn't you say +5?
Yeah, you beat 70 though.
That's probably
That was actually super important. 70 was a good threshold. 71 was actually the threshold.
71 was the threshold, and if you'll recall, I did also. Well, I guess I was adjusting the DC on the
Ability check.
roll side. Yep. So basically, the way it works is you successfully craft the item. However, it is going to take 1.5 times the normal materials. So for ammo, I was doing prototype ammo. I was doing 2,500. So it will instead take you, I guess, 3,500. How that shakes out.
Alright.
That's the full week crafting
So
one.
3,750 actually. So yeah, if you just want to keep like a tally of your raw material number, I guess we could say it's measured in credits.
Right.
Okay,
Raw
so-
material value.
So I'll be able to craft 2 then.
Well,
I think that was just
no,
one.
just one. Yeah, it takes you the full.
Oh, the whole work
4
week
days.
for 1?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Okay, fair.
Yeah, because last time we traveled, it was for a longer period of time.
Okay.
This is only 4 days, but because I want everyone to get at least 1 week of progress, I'm just trying to kind of adjust things a little bit. Okay, yeah. So Karo, you spend a lot of time with the Gretch, and he's pretty quiet. He's not much for conversation, though. I guess Karo tends to be kind of quiet sometimes too. But yeah, you guys just kind of enjoy the piece of just working on a little project with your hands. It's just a very like meditative process to just kind of sit there and quietly study the inner working. I mean, you really like are taking every piece and part of the pistol apart, and then reconstructing these power cells from the ground up. It's really it's kind of fascinating just seeing how it all fits together. We can move on to unless there's anything else during that 4 day period that you want to
No.
in particular. Okay, and then with Glavis, did you have anything you really wanted him to be working on, or he can technically train on something if you want?
Um. Apparently no. That's my fault. But
Just have
I'll
him
figure
train
that
in
out.
like perception if he's not already proficient.
Yeah,
Perception's
we
always
can just
good.
have him just keeping an eye out for. Well, I guess I don't know. We're in hyperspace. Just looking around the ship.
Look out for space whales.
Perception, why not? So for that, we'll make a. Yeah, same thing. It's a D20 roll. However, it's just going to be straight. Well, he's already proficient, so you'll get your proficiency if you're going for expertise. Is he proficient?
I think it's if you have the. Well, actually,
He is proficient, right? So, uh,
if you're proficient in that saving throw, you add your proficiency bonus to the roll.
saving throw. Not in wisdom saving. Okay. Well, yeah. If you want to go ahead and give me just a straight D20 roll with Glavis
And plus wisdom.
plus wisdom.
20.
Wisdom.
So it's just a wisdom check.
So an 8.
What's his bonus to wisdom?
2 plus 2.
So it's 10. Hey,
No.
10 is good, right?
No,
Oh, it's a
he
six.
rolled a 6.
Oh, it's a 6.
Yeah,
I thought
it's
it was
a
8.
six. I was like, unless
Never
you're
mind.
in proficiency.
Just kidding.
Okay,
that's
and
all
then you
me.
can. So no bonus, but you'll get to roll the D100. So still a chance that you can make progress.
Oh.
82, beautiful. So yeah, you'll actually advance 2 work weeks towards
Damn.
completion with that. So he is 2 weeks into perception expertise.
I guess right now you'd be working on trained expertise first.
Wait, what?
No, don't worry about it. It's just a matter.
Here.
I was just talking about training versus proficiency versus expertise.
Well, he's already proficient, so he's training for expertise.
Oh, he is proficient? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He is proficient.
Okay, just kidding.
Okay. Cool. Let's move on. Who wants to go next?
Jama wants to go next.
I do. I'm itching. I want to know if I get any fucking better at piloting because I'm the pilot.
All right. So before we get to that,
You gotta get that expertise so you can outdo me.
Yeah, probably.
I was doing a little bit of reading on how the drugs and stuff work, and I would like to start using that a little more by the book. Just trying to find that section. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so Boldgrave, having been, kind of an alcoholic before his time on Cantonica, recently quit. There are going to be some kind of negative effects from stopping that. So
Withdrawals? Nice.
yes. So I didn't really have a specified addiction level because there's like addiction is kind of like exhaustion. It has like 6 tiers of. So because we didn't really, talk about that beforehand, we'll just say you're the first level.
Bro, I feel like he was in deep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Roll a
then-
die 6.
Yeah, roll a dice.
That's
Die 6 plus 1.
All right, that's fair.
Three.
Also,
Okay,
great.
Three is a pretty okay. Okay. So, in order to start dropping off levels of that, okay, addicted creature suffers creature. Okay. So if a creature abstains from consuming substance for 24 hours, they can make a Wisdom saving throw to try to reduce their addiction by one level, provided that they've completed a long rest. So you'll have 4 days of long resting, assuming you're not gonna drink anymore. That you can attempt to make that. The DC is 10 plus the creature's addiction level. So right now it's DC 13. And
A wisdom save, right?
it is a Wisdom saving throw, correct? And it'll go down to a DC 12 if you succeed.
Hey.
Nice.
So the first level drops off. You know, it's a rough night. You don't sleep particularly well, but it's just one night with little sleep, and hopefully the next night will be better. Thankfully, you don't really have to do much.
I was just laying there, and I was thinking about how my dad exploded in front of me, and how he said I was never gonna see my family again, and about how I really want to drink so I don't have to think about anything. And I keep telling myself I could just go get a drink right now and I'll be fine. But I like toss and turn, wrapping myself up in the blankets, and I just kind of hold myself as tight as I can until I fall asleep.
You also got compared to your father that day.
Dead 2 times.
It ain't easy, but managed to push through. Whenever you're ready, we'll go ahead and do all the those rolls first, and then we can go to your piloting. So since those only, it's interesting. The addiction really only affects how the substances affect you. It doesn't really like interfere with your other skills. So go
Gives
ahead
you
and
mad
roll that
headaches
second
all week.
saving throw. What's that?
Just get some mad headaches all week.
Yeah, it's annoying, but it's not annoying enough to actually like.
Let's go! A natural 20.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. So that second night goes a little bit better. You know, you toss and turn for sure, but the cravings are starting to subside a little bit. You're kind of now like starting to face some of your demons, and it's not quite as brutal to look them in the face. It's still upsetting, but you're managing to kind of cope a little bit.
I've started journaling in my data pad.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
Starting getting your thoughts out. And
Captain's log, start date.
Exactly. Captain vlogs and trying to express myself because I can't get my thoughts organized, but reading my thoughts helps me anchor myself.
and go ahead and give us that third saving throw. And if you succeed this one, you will be free of addiction for the time being.
For the time being.
And just for anyone watching at home,
Let's go! Natural 20.
Beautiful. And that last night, you're journaling. You started meditating a little bit, kind of trying to clear those thoughts away. And that last night, you actually managed to get a really good night's sleep, and you feel almost like a new man. I mean, it really is life changing. Finally, being free of that ball and chain. And I just wanted to say, for anyone at home that's struggling with addiction, we're not trying to make light of it here. This is a fantasy game, and there are rules in the book for these substances. And if you really are struggling with that, um, we're here for you, and we understand it's not easy. So we're just want to say we're not trying to like make light of it or anything. It is very, very serious. I have a friend who had a really hard time with alcohol, and it was not easy to quit. It was not this easy, let me tell you. It's a lot harder than 3 saving throws. They were like with disadvantage too. But anyways, yeah, that third night goes a lot better, and yeah, you're feeling a lot more lucid, a lot more like yourself than you felt in quite some time.
This would be the first time that I've dreamed, uh, in a very long time, and I dream about my family. I dream about my son and my wife, and I'm happy.
So in the meantime, between those nights of tossing and turning, you were on the HoloNet trying to study up on your piloting, kind of brush up on your skills, and even kind of doing a couple like tests and simulations, trying to step your game up. So let's go ahead and do a couple of rolls for that. I think you were trading towards expertise
There was,
piloting.
yeah.
So it's the same thing. You'll roll your intelligence check.
Oh God.
It's just a
Good.
straight intelligence check for you. I don't think you have
Straight intelligence, no
proficiency in the saving throw.
Alright.
You wasted all your good rolls.
Don't say that. Fuck you, Kyle.
That's okay. That's okay because guess what? You still get a D100 roll. You just won't get a bonus.
The
You could roll
D100 is the
crazy
one that
high.
matters.
You could.
Alright. Do I roll or you roll, Ross?
Yeah, you can roll. Yeah.
That's not high at all.
That's not terrible.
It's not amazing, but not terrible. So training is adequate. You advance one work week towards your completion.
Hey.
That's
So
good then.
we'll give
That's
you. Yep, you got 1 week towards your expertise. You kind of struggling with the lack of sleep. You're kind of during the day having a little bit of trouble focusing. Not getting quite enough sleep at night, and it does affect your focus a little bit. But you manage to push through. Get a little cup of coffee here and there.
There's a lot of coffee in his life now.
Yeah,
I think-
yeah. Let me
I think-
tell you.
He's just on something, so he's just constantly drinking coffee.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, that's Boldgrave. Kind of like during the week, he kind of keeps to himself. Everyone really is kind of doing their own thing during this downtime, with the exception of Fulgore and Dozak, who are kind of spending time together. But yeah, for the most part, everyone else is kind of just doing their own thing, taking a little me time.
R5 keeps ignoring me, and I don't know why. Every time I ask R5 to do something, he just looks at me like he doesn't know me. And I'm like, what do you mean? Go get my coffee. And he just goes away from me.
Whee!
He says, "Go get it yourself," and leaves.
Yeah.
I don't even know who you are.
Droid right. So, Kyle, why don't you go next?
Easy game. Before I actually delve into it, I'm gonna go back up to, I guess, Fulgore and Dozak again. Hey guys, I know things are a little awkward right now, so I just want to re-ask your permission to keep going through some of those manuals you guys took from that forced vampire guy.
That dork vampire guy.
That's fine. But I've got my eye on you.
Sounds like a plan. You know where to find me. And I guess it's probably somewhere over here. And I'll go ahead and spend the first 2 days reading, just because that 3 days. Because
Okay,
the first 3 days completes the work week from previously.
Right. All right. So go ahead and give me the skill check there. This is the intelligence roll.
I mean, it's like I need to find a way to increase my intelligence rolls. Okay, that's the button.
Or intelligence.
Got to. Not great. Not great.
But not bad. So you will get a +10 modifier to your D100 roll, and you can go ahead and roll your D100.
I can never roll well to save my life.
So that's a 54, which is adequate, advancing 1 week, 1 work week. Not bad, not great, but not bad either. So yeah, you delve into the books, and you're trying. It's a bit dense because you didn't really grow up, knowing about the Force and all the kind of ins and outs of kind of the mysticism and stuff behind it. But you do come across something that is pretty interesting, and I can either tell you or I can send you the information.
You should send me the information. It's way more spicy.
Let me just find it in my notes.
In his notes, in his notes, in his notes, in his notes, in his notes.
Up to my cost to you.
I'm gonna go tinkle real quick.
Dude's literally next.
It's okay.
I was thinking the same thing.
So you come across that little tidbit of information, and I did also include some of your prior knowledge that's included as something that you kind of recall upon seeing that, and it kind of piques your interest that it's pretty close by.
Interesting. Okay, and for my last and final day, I really don't have anything. I don't think I needed to do. So I'm just gonna commit one more day to my next work week.
Cool, works for me. As soon as Anthony gets back.
I'm here.
Oh, sorry. Um, okay.
You're good.
I guess I posted my promotion in the wrong tab. Fixing that real quick. I don't know. Maybe, that might have been a new thing, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like, well, I know what that's referencing, but I don't know if it was a new thing or if it was a fix.
I think they just added that. So, anyways, I just wanted to take care of that. Okay. Now then, so Dozak not here, but as I recall, he was working towards his 2-weapon fighting.
Well, he was working towards his guardian feat, his guardian dipping feat.
Okay.
Do you want to roll though?
Either way, no. I'm just gonna I'll have him roll next time. I'm just gonna put a little note here to remind myself.
Retroactive roll.
Just for that, it was for that splash. It was for like that multi-class improvement or that splash class feat, whatever that allows him to basically, smite.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'll have him roll next time on the next stream, and we'll just kind of So that's what he's working on. He's training with his lightsabers, but Fulgor kind of hanging around with him, also studying lightsaber form. So they're kind of not necessarily sparring per se, but just like kind of like working through each step and like correcting each other here and there against the books as they see fit. Your foot needs to move back a little. Your elbow needs to be in, like kind of just helping each other like make sure that their forms are solid. And so Fulgor, you want to roll. You were working towards the Form Dabbler feat.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and start with that D20 roll. Now, let's see.
If you're proficient in that saving, so you have to choose a stat that's appropriate to the feat, and then he rolls based. And and if he's proficient in the saving throw, he gets to add his proficiency bonus to the roll.
So if you were to make a lightsaber attack, would it be strength or dexterity?
It depends.
Um,
I don't really use either one, but yeah, you could
I mean,
probably be
if
like
you
you
were gonna
choose.
swing your lightsaber, like right now.
You could probably leave it as well. I have a strength based lightsaber, but my strength sucks. I actually need to get a dex one, but I like having this one because it's red.
it's
Well,
strength based. It's strength based.
If it's strength based, that's what you're using, unfortunately. Yeah. So go ahead and give me a strength ability check.
Oh god. 7.
Beautiful. Okay, so no modifier for your D100 roll, but
I know how you feel, bro.
you will still get a D100 roll, so just roll high.
Break 50, brother.
86
go.
or 68.
Broke 50.
So yeah, enough to advance 1 week towards completion. It's it's definitely not what you're used to. Your muscles are kind of groaning and complaining from this much physical activity and exercise. You're really more of a
Nerd.
yeah. You rely more on inner strength than outer strength, and it's definitely a bit of a shock to your system trying to swing this lightsaber, which you haven't really had too much training in.
Yeah.
It does kind of come instinctually to you. You are like something does just feel very right about swinging it, but it's definitely not your normal wheelhouse.
It's a little heavy for me.
Yeah, it is just a tad heavy for your 8 strength. Okay, and with that, now Fulgor, we did kind of talk a little off stream. Since you have the ability to not need sleep with your spells, I was going to allow you to do some additional training or downtime activities while everyone else is sleeping. So, while everyone is sleeping, we'll be able to work on a little research. But it is going to cost you a little bit of credits because in this horrible dystopian future that we find ourselves in, Google isn't free. So the research cost is. I'm just trying to find the actual.
Well, it was a long time ago, so it's like a dystopian ancient civilization.
Ancient, yeah. So it's 500 credits, and you can spend up to 5,000 additional credits to increase your bonus to the ability check roll.
So I can spend 5,500 or just 5,000.
So it's 500 no matter what, and then for each 1,000 spent after that 500, you can get a +1 with a max of +5.
Yeah, let's do the 5,500.
Cool. So it'll be a intelligence lore check, and you'll have a full +5 to that roll.
Intelligence lore check. Okay. I actually have proficiency with lore. 13.
So 18, which is going to put you at the +10. Bad. And so now you'll roll your D100 and add +10 to that.
Ugh. 46.
Well, you at least learned something. So I'm going to also send you some notes here, and did give you a freebie there. Also something else.
Kyle, how much experience is 5,500 credits?
550.
550.
Take a zero off.
Yeah.
Just here. Okay. In your Discord inbox. Okay, so I'll let you digest that while we.
Right before we like
Go to the
literally like
wheel.
the day before the wheel or something. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
yeah. We're on the day of maybe an hour or two out. So everyone's been kind of spending the week, mostly keeping to themselves, just kind of working on their little side activities. But you kind of get that warning from on the intercom from R5, letting everyone know that you're close.
Anybody want to play a quick game of Dejaric before we settle down?
If you want to play Bazak, I'll beat your ass. Darks.
I missed the last thing you said. You kind of went out on the intercom there.
I said it's not really my game. Not that I'm scared of you, but I'll still kick your ass.
Sounds like a plan. Come get seated. 500 credits to the winner.
Okay, down. Oh, Rand's new tokens. It's so distracting.
I know.
Very dope. Yeah, both of you guys have new tokens. They're both pretty sweet looking.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. So the way me and Russ worked it out is that you roll 3 times. You have an opening, a mid game, and an end game. If you win the opening, you have an advantage on the mid game. If you win the mid game, the other person you have advantage on the end game, and the other person has disadvantage.
Sounds a lot like a game of snowball.
Yes. Welcome to chess.
All right. What are we
So-
rolling? Intelligence.
It's intelligence Dejaric if you have proficiency in the gaming set.
All right. I do not like this character. So intelligence is flat. We'll see what happens. All right. I'm gonna go first because I need the opportunity to show you how smart I am.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Really? I'm very smart. I
That's-
really
it's-
want to win.
Oh, you're quite smart. You're making very
Um,
generic opening moves. I see you've
yeah.
been studying.
I don't even know what generic means.
I also believe that. Let me show you how to play the mid game.
Oh, that's not bad. But you get advantage. I'm definitely gonna ask you. Oh, what's up, bitch?
Who left?
Uh oh. We lost. Dang.
Kyle.
Kyle rage quit. No, I was kidding.
I
Oh shit. Are we all gonna have to like reshuffle around? Oh,
don't.
we are.
I
Aren't we?
think once Kyle gets in, I think we'll be fine.
No, I'm in Jama's space and. Oh
No,
yeah,
no,
we
it's back.
gotta.
It's back to normal.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. There it is. There it goes. There you go.
not
Never
sure.
mind. Disregard.
I just Discord kicked me out.
Spooky.
Yeah, it seemed your game was weak, bro.
Yeah, I know. I like rolled the dice and was like, "No, you don't deserve it."
Um,
Uh,
what happens in a tie?
um, you just go to the end game rolling the same thing you just rolled.
All right.
The winner of the end game wins the whole match, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So it's not like a 2 out of 3 thing.
no, you play
Okay.
toward the end game.
All right. Oh, goddamn. You can't roll.
I could roll 2 1s.
Well, how'd you have advantage?
That's it, because you keep the same for the previous the
He
Oh,
still
so you
would have
keep your
beat you.
advantage.
yeah, you keep the same momentum, I guess, if you will.
This game is ass.
Really, I find it quite enjoyable.
Of course you do, because you're ass.
Ah,
I don't see how that's relevant.
I'm gonna go watch naked Twi'leks. Leave me alone.
You have like 10 minutes.
You just
Also-
here for the.
That's all he needs.
That's all I need.
You also owe me 500 credits. Oh, I'll get that later. I'm gonna head to the pilot's chair right now. Make sure we can get out on time. All that good stuff.
I'm actually counting my money to see if I have enough credits. I'll make my way to the cockpit in a few minutes.
Right.
I'm gonna
Everyone.
start flipping buttons, make sure we're lined up and everything's
Click, click,
golden.
flip, flip. All right. Approaching final descent towards the wheel. So you guys pop out of hyperspace, and immediately, Fulgor, you see a incoming transmission pop up on the comms,
yeah.
and you get a message saying. Oh, it's it's the message to all spacers. It's just kind of like an automated transmission. It says, "This is a broadcast welcoming you to the Kalamax Orbital Station. Boss services have been temporarily severed with the Outer Rim. A customs agent will be awaiting your arrival on your landing pad, where you may update your star maps if needed." And when you first get a look at this thing, it is just this massive ring of a spaceship with kind of like a central um, spoke running through the middle of it, and not quite as big as a planet per se, but it really is pretty massive. In fact, let's go ahead and I think we're ready for this map. So give everyone a moment to get adjusted here. Yeah, so it's pretty big, as you can see.
Cool.
But sorry for our viewers at home. You'll get to see it next time, but for now, you'll just have to use your imagination. It's this massive circular, kind of like a halo, or like the as seen in the Book of Boba Fett, that massive ring space station. And as you guys are approaching, you can kind of see from a distance some of the more like major locations. You see like a huge power grid, and there's like a comms dish on one end, and you can see pretty clearly that there's two starports on both poles of the station, as well as a large circular Coliseum-looking structure on the kind of the south end there. Fulgore, another transmission pops up, different from the spacer message there.
Yes. Click.
So you hear this kind of gravelly voice come on. It says, "Greetings, unidentified starship. Please transmit your sorry. Please transmit transponder code."
I start flipping switches and dialing in numbers.
Thank you. Hello, Captain Brennan and the crew of the Indolent. We have a landing pad available on Dock 2, Sector 13, and you'll see a light. Sure, shoot the wrong button here. On the southern dock, there you see a one of the landing pads light up with like a
Please
gear
land
kind of
here.
lights.
Over there, Captain.
Yup, I see it. I'm stupid, not blind, remember?
I don't know, sometimes you make me wonder.
Look, man. Look. Alright, you already threw me into a fucking wall. Let me just fly the ship.
No, I
Notably,
fly the ship over there. No.
So you're gonna land there.
Yeah.
All right, and so when you do, boom.
Anybody have any outstanding warrants we need to be aware of?
You already know I do, but they're not under any real name.
So you manage to dock the ship. It's a pretty smooth landing. Nothing too difficult here. It's definitely the station is it's pretty open air and easy to land in. As you dock, you can see there's a Mon Calamari with a clipboard or not a clipboard, like a data pad, and he looks like he's kind of like tapping his foot, waiting somewhat impatiently for you to land.
I see him through the star view window, and I go, "Let's make him wait." You want a rematch, Crane?
As long as you pay me your 500 credits.
All right, we can play later. Let's go.
So once
Double
you've
or
landed,
nothing.
so once you've landed and had a chance to open your gangplank, whatever you call it, landing thing, deploy your landing gear and have the ramp come down. He approaches the bottom of the ramp and he says, "Permission to come aboard."
Fucking guess so. What do you want?
As part of our customs here, I am here to examine your ship for any contraband or known fugitives.
Whoa. First,
Do we look like the kind of ship that carries contraband or fugitives?
I'm afraid I do not make that distinction. It is purely a mechanism of this dock.
That's
You want to dock
racist.
here? We gotta look.
my friend Bulgor here has a really amazing trick. Why don't you show him your trick, Bulgor?
I am required to inform you that I am under contract to refuse any bribes or promises of favors in exchange for any of the services provided by the Colomok Station Stardock.
This is free. It's on us. It doesn't cost you a thing. It just costs you time.
He looks annoyed and impatient, but he's like, "Carry on."
I mean, Moldgrave, we really don't actually have anything worth. Like, there's nothing here.
But it's more fun this way.
I just need to make my inspection, and then you'll be on your way.
Affect mind.
Go ahead and roll.
Hell yeah.
Technically, you roll.
Oh, sorry. What is the roll?
Charisma check. Charisma saving throw, sorry.
Wisdom saving.
Wisdom saving throw. It's a charisma check. Oh, I have advantage on charisma checks.
You do.
Yes, if he fails.
And what's your DC again?
I think it's 19. No, 17? 17. 17. It'll be 19 after I get my upgrades.
Ooh, guess you rolled an 18.
Wow, dude.
You try your trick that's worked on so many others, but this guy is a stickler for the rules and is not interested in any fancy tricks. And he says, "Well,
Ooh.
I'm waiting."
I give him a bow and I'm like, have a fun inspection.
This guy's so lame. Come on, Bulwark.
While I'm inspecting, if you would like, the Column X orbital station offers a variety of services, which you may review while I'm doing my inspection. And he's going to hand you a list here. So, give you all a handout here.
Yeah, handout.
Okay. So this is the fee for docking here, as well as any services that you would like. You are welcome to opt out of any of these, except for the docking fees. Those are required to park here, but any of the other ones are entirely optional. So he's going to go do an inspection of your ship, so I'll roll my investigation now.
I don't want them touching our star charts.
Okay. If you'll remember, the boss is currently not operating the system. So
Yeah, but like I don't want them seeing where we've come from.
that's fine. I'm just saying to update to for future astrogation that will like because I guess like the heavenly bodies move, so you're like periodically you have to refresh them. Just as long as you're aware of that.
How much?
Looks up
How
to
much
two
fuel?
seconds.
How many units of fuel did we use to get here?
Oh, so it
I think it's
takes
just is it one per day with our engine?
it's one for the initial jump,
Okay,
and then I think y'all's engine just uses.
it's one per day.
I don't remember if that's augmented by.
It's the fuel cell reactor, and I'm pretty sure it's the generic one for one.
Yeah.
Okay, and that all cost food. So that's what
Yeah,
five of us.
everybody. Everybody consumes one ration per day.
So 5 times 4 is 20.
Yeah, it's just 1 unit of fuel per day. So total of 5 units of fuel were used in that last trip.
All right. Yes, we will take every single one of your. I don't know what the difference is between primary systems and repairs.
Primary systems is just like if you have like exhaustion essentially.
Okay.
I believe, or like your ship has to be really fucked up. So basically, you don't really need that one right now. But that one is if like if you try to like cold start it and you fuck up or something like that. But your ship doesn't have any damage to your primary systems.
Okay, so we will take. Where's the dice? That's up to 6. So I'm gonna bring out a calculator here real quick.
My
So
handy dandy.
5 times 100.
Thank you for everyone at home bearing with us. There's a lot of upkeep that needs to be done at the beginning of this session. Don't worry, things will get more interesting.
So
this is
it
all
takes
the
1 day.
fun math.
So we're gonna need a basic repairs. We're gonna need our rations restocked, our refilling restocked, plus all the docking fees. So we need 20 units of fuel. So 20 times 100 is what 2,000
Mm-hmm.
plus 2,000 plus units of food that's 76.
Did you already
76
deduct?
times 10 is 760.
Did you deduct for the last trip?
Yes. I deducted everything we just took. right now for the last 4 days. And then plus the docking fee of 150, plus 50 for the day. Close enough. That's 3,960 credits to get everything maxed out for 24 hours.
Pay the man, Bold Grave.
You act like you're not the richest one here right now.
Hey, but
I'm
you're the
not.
captain
It's
of
that
this
man.
ship.
It's that man over there, and I'm gonna point at Vrain.
Is that true? I don't even know. I'll give him the 3,960 credits.
And then I'll give the 3,960 credits to Varied. I'll just transfer it to him.
That just means I get the experience for it.
I don't get experience for giving him the difference?
No,
Oh.
no. You have to pay it to the world.
How to power to level 20.
Just paying ship fees. See, that's how we metagame, right? We keep one ship we don't care about docked, and we just constantly pay.
We get 5 experience a day.
Gosh. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. So he comes back from his inspection and he says, "Congratulations! I'm thrilled to report you have passed the inspection, and welcome to the wheel. If you need anything, my name is Tills, and please try not to cause any trouble."
No
And,
promises.
just as he says that, you see 2 droids. You see 2 droids that are flanking a human, what looks like a police officer, kind of like doing a walk around through the Stardock.
I'm a little bored, and I'm a little frisky, so I'm gonna go say hi.
We just got here and we're already gonna have to leave.
How you doing, officer?
We can't afford to leave for 24 hours, so be smart about this.
Hello there, traveler. How are you this fine morning?
I'm excellent. The name's Terry. It's wonderful to meet you.
Ah, Terry, a pleasure. Is this your first time on the wheel?
I'd love to say it is, but I tend to spend a lot of time here. It's a home away from home, but I don't recognize your face. But you seem a little familiar. Do you have a brother?
Yeah, actually, yeah. My brother's in the Force too. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even know you knew Mark.
Oh yeah, Mark and me go way back. You know, they used to call us TM. You know, the technical manual on how to do everything the right way, because you know we were such good law-abiding guys. Hey, you know any parties that are happening around here, Ter? Wait, what's your name again, son?
Terry, yeah, you had it right.
Oh, okay, yeah, Terry. Sorry, you look so much like your brother.
Wait, was it your name, Terry?
Yeah,
Okay.
his name.
Oh my god. We're both named Terry. She's like, Terry, what a coincidence.
Oh, that's your name too. That's insane.
How about that?
Small
Well,
wheel.
Say, you know, I always find myself catching a drink down at the cop bar, but you know, I don't think that's really your scene. But you know, if you want to swing by, it's over in the residential district. It's called Law and Order Another Round.
Haha.
I'll
That's dead, bro.
I'll throw that token up on the map. So up in the top
my
left
God.
there. He actually points to it because it's a wheel. You can literally see like almost the entire wheel, and he points like north or like upwards towards it, to the other side of the wheel, up in that top left corner.
Ask him if they have a Jaw Jaw drinks out here.
What's that?
It's a funny joke
Oh,
Russell
it's a
was
joke I
making
made
last
at the
night,
party
yeah.
last night.
Oh.
Yeah. I was saying I was gonna make a bar called Jar Jar Drinks.
Oh my.
He says, but if you're
Oh, I think Russell
looking
just.
for,
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go, Russ.
Yeah.
Hello?
You
Hello?
like
We hear you.
Good.
you like froze.
Spooky. He said, Well, if you're looking for a good place to party, Magnums is always a safe bet. It's just on the other side of the docks, over by the over near the Coliseum, and he points this direction uh, towards the entertainment district.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds good. It's always nice to meet another Terry. Tell your brother I said hi. I'll probably stop by, the good old Law and order another round. I figured you were the kind of guy to frequent that place, as all the men of the badge do. But it's good. It's good to meet you. And like, as I'm like checking him out for his gear and stuff while we're doing this.
Mhm.
Like, I'm just kind of trying to see like what the law enforcement packing.
Sizing him up. Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
You were more focused on the conversation.
Yes,
I
he,
was-
he,
I was-
he is a cop.
I mean, just as a general surface level, you can see he's wearing pretty basic fiber armor. He's got a blaster carbine. Nothing really fancy. No, yeah, nothing that's like super fancy or anything. But you can tell this guy is he's got a lot of charisma. He's got a lot of perception. Probably giving you more than you needed for that 7. But just after talking with him, you can tell that he's not like some hardline, military type. He's more of a sociable type.
Can I make an insight check to see if he feels like he fits in with the rest of his brothers in arms?
Sure.
Brothers in blue.
You definitely get the feeling that he's kind of the younger brother to Mark. He seems like he's kind of got something to prove. Generally, like a good guy, but yeah, definitely seems like he's looking to make a name for himself.
I give him my data pad number.
It's like, okay, enjoy your welcome back, Terry, and hey, enjoy your stay. Let me know if you ever get into trouble, and I'll come bail you out. All right.
1 second. I gotta show my wife. She's not gonna believe how much you look like your brother. And then I'm like, come on, let's take a selfie.
Steals his wallet.
And so, does he agree?
Yeah, sure. I'll take a selfie.
All right, so we take a selfie.
The two droids that are with him are just blank expression, just standing there, just kind of waiting for this all to be over. They don't really
Being robust.
Yeah, they don't seem like they have any like real personality to speak of.
Okay. Restrained adult status.
Yeah. So you take your selfie with him, and he's just like, man, that's crazy. I had no idea. Well, anyways, I gotta get going. I got a patrol to do. So I'll be seeing you.
Forgot to say, but I walked up to him with a limp.
Okay.
I walked up to him with a limp, a fake
Sure.
accent, a fake name, and a hunch in my back.
Sure, why not?
And so
Performance check?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. See how convincing it is.
Performance or deception?
Performance.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, dude, you're very convincing with your whole shtick that you're doing here. Lying comes pretty naturally to you, and after having a few days on the ship to recharge, you're feeling a lot more up to
You
par.
could say I'm always lying.
Yeah. Why you always lying? So, anyways, he meets back up with his two droid fellows and continues on his way. And as he's taking off, you see like a starfighter, a small like attack fighter, I guess you could say. You see it's painted in kind of the red and blue like cop style. You see that kind of like slowly like hovering over the station as it's like making like a patrol round.
Man, that's uncomfortable. That's okay. I kind of go back. Over and
We're
I'm
here to
like,
protect and serve you, Terry.
Thank you, Terry. I appreciate it. How about this? I'll be Terry Prime, and you'll be Terry Awesome. That way,
Can
when we talk about people, we can differentiate.
Very awesome. Okay. So I think this is a good time to bring this up, but I thought I made a handout. Just the fees. That's no fun. Fuck, I swear. Oh wait, here it is. Okay, there it is. Okay. All right. So for everyone, have another handout.
Ooh.
So while y'all are traversing this area, there is going to be kind of a little bit more crunch to the actual moving about. So each square that you move is 10 minutes on foot. And if you take a speeder, there is a speed limit of 60 feet per round. So, speeder bikes can move 70, but, there's kind of like a speed limit basically.
Oh, that's cool. And
And
it goes by minutes. Like,
yeah, yeah.
that's
So
so
I
cool.
adjusted it. Thank you. Whenever you travel about the station, this will give us more of a like hard like amount of time that it's spending. And I wrote out the like super for Kyle. I know he loves his super like spelled out rulings and stuff. So uh, this is exactly how it works basically. And so you'll just I have this in the bottom corner here. I created like a little party token. So if everybody moves together, we can just kind of use that token. But if y'all want to split up, we can use individual tokens too. That's fine by me. But yeah, just moving around does take that amount of time. And then once you enter into like any square of once you enter that side of the icon, you've reached that location. Just to let y'all know, that's the way that's gonna go down.
Is there a Tron unit somewhere nearby?
You look around and you don't see one in the starport.
Actually,
Oh,
Brain,
that was so annoying.
I have some fascinating info. So while everybody was asleep on our travels here, I did some research on the wheel, and I've learned of some locations that our party might be interested in. Uh, I there is Vaughn's Garage, who works on ships. I know you were interested in uh, possibly working on our ship.
It's actually Van's garage.
Is
Which
it Van?
a
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually a fun little Easter egg for anyone who lives in Corpus. By the way, there is a real Van's garage.
Oh.
Shout out to my boys Ted and Billy.
I guess Vaughn's technically two A's, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
So
VAUGN.
Where's Vans at?
Talking about in
Van,
Corpus or in here?
Corpus.
it's off of Starlight, behind like it's like a liquor store or something.
Mm.
It's like down Starlight.
So where is it on the map?
It, anyways, on the wheel it is this wrench and screwdriver on the top portion of the map there. Go ahead and activate the nameplate.
Oh, okay.
You can see
I
it
see it.
next to the junkyard. Yeah, so when y'all were flying in, like you could kind of see like the junkyard is pretty hard to miss. It's some of the like bigger locations I put on there because you can visually just like
See
as you
them.
were flying in. Yeah, it's like pretty obvious. And the area that you're in, it's very like chaotic and busy. This is kind of like where all the shipping is, all the warehouses and people coming and going. This is definitely the more active dock where the other one seemed like it was a bit quieter and less hectic and chaotic.
I also learned of how do you say that? Tedlar?
Teldar,
Tel-
Teldar.
Oh, you did TED. Teldar's junkyard, which is also
No, it is Tedlar. My bad.
okay. Yeah,
I
Tedlar's
think I went back
junkyard,
and forth a couple times.
which is near Van's garage as well. It's sprawling with heap of scrap and broken machines. So for us that want to craft, or I know you have DeGretsch is doing a project for you that might be of interest for him. And there is also a coliseum here. that our group could be interested in making some credits or by participating or by betting. So I think Coliseum is another place we should check out.
Uh, I know you guys wouldn't know this because you're lame, but there's a moon not far from here where they do some sick ass pod racing. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a lot of fun.
Racing's lame, dude. I'd rather watch people kill each other.
Just because you can't.
I've obviously
fly,
never seen a pod race before.
for real.
I have not.
It's true. He really hasn't. Yeah. So the planet that is this station is actually orbiting Column X. Yeah, is where the pod racing goes down. It's a deserty type planet, you know, typical Tatooine.
All right,
I'm
let's.
gonna go to I'm gonna find a random uh, uh, field worker, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but
Like one of the
what's it
like
called? I don't
the
know.
people like
Just
moving.
a dock, yeah, a dock worker, but like a higher up dock worker, a little bit. Some type of supervisor looking guy. I'm
Make
gonna walk up
perception.
to.
Perception check.
You look around for a bit, and you know it's surprisingly mostly like human, aqualish, and you know a few other like a couple different alien species, mostly human and aqualish. But surprisingly, not a whole lot of droids doing the manual labor, which is kind of a slightly unusual. But yeah, you look around and try to find somebody who's more than just a hired help, and you do come across a Bith, which is the guys that like the modal nodes. It's that race or species rather. You do see one of those guys, and he looks like he's holding a data pad and kind of directing some people.
I'm gonna walk up to him. Can I ask you a
He,
question real quick, sir?
oh, yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, I just need to know where to find those TR0N kiosk.
He thinks for a moment. He's just like, yeah, I think I saw one of those down in the Neon District. It's over that way, and he points. I don't know if you can see my pings. But, he points
Yeah,
this
I can.
direction.
Alright, I'm gonna insight check that real quick. Do I believe he's leading me on the right path? No matter what I roll, the answer is gonna be yes.
It's like, what does he have to gain from lying to you?
Everybody's suspicious everywhere. 16, okay.
Shit. Hide some stuff. Awkward.
You
Don't
never
look.
know. Some places like leading new people into traps. If they can.
I mean, I don't know the truth of it.
He appears to be telling the truth, but he also kind of has the presence of like, I don't have time for this.
Alright. I don't know if you guys want to go with me, but if you remember that Tron shop, there might be a place to come exchange or purchase new gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe he sells a map for the wheel that can show us like key locations. You know, like an amusement park.
Like an
That would-
amusement
that would be
park.
That would be
Totally the
super
inspiration
convenient.
for this design too.
Alright.
You
So-
are here.
He said it was over
That's
here.
over there.
Yeah, exactly. Just on the back of the kiosk, it's just one giant map of the wheel.
Yeah.
All right, if you guys are down to go with me, I'm gonna start heading off that direction.
Which direction is it?
It's like northeast ish.
Oh, like over here.
And I
Yeah, he
pull
said
out my car.
He said the Neon District, and he gestured this direction. Didn't give
Okay.
really specific.
I hop in my car, and somebody can ride with me.
I guess no one's gonna say anything. I'm surprised Karo didn't hop in.
Why I have
Oh,
Glavis
okay.
with me?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Alright,
Glavis could
fine.
sit on your lap.
We
Hi.
have we have 3 slots and 5 people walking. So
There's
Well-
there's the 2 speeder bikes.
I think we
One
just
speeder
there's
bike.
one speeder
Yeah,
bike. There's
we-
one speeder bike and one space car. So that's 3 seats available.
I mean,
I'm
we could
going
probably
to-
sit 3 people in mine uncomfortably.
I'm going to use my friction grip gear and ride on the back of the car.
God.
I'm going to just walk.
I'll walk with Brain. Glavis and I will walk with Brain.
These 3 are walking. Wait, so who's riding shotgun then?
Yeah, there's room in the car for shotgun.
Yeah,
I
apparently
guess,
it's just
I
you
guess
two.
you are.
Again, we could probably fit 3 people. Brain and Boldgrave don't take up a whole lot of room, so we can probably sit all 3 of us in my car, just, kind of squeezed.
Yeah, and like I said, I would like the car doesn't have a back seat; it's all metal. So like I could.
We
just-
haven't- We haven't been here, so why do we want to zoom this? Take in the sights as we're walking this direction.
You don't know how to take sights while driving?
Can't really take them in when you're going 60.
I mean, if you
Well, I'm
want
gonna
to take
start
the long
walking.
way.
You guys can zoom ahead if you want.
I'm
not
gonna
bad.
get the
I'm
high
not-
ground.
Let's go for a
I've-
profit.
We've got 24 hours. I've got plenty of time to figure it out.
We'll follow above them on the car, just looking down at everything.
Just going super slow.
Let's just go find some fucking hot Twi'leks, dude. Like, let's go.
But I want to see what's at the Tron shop.
We can go there after.
But we could go there now. Everybody's there.
He doesn't even like Karo, so we might get a better deal.
Not the same one at every unit.
No.
Yeah, it's
They
different.
They might share the same.
Mine, the Sakai.
Yeah, they might share the same mind. It might be the same like chain code. In
Droid hive mind.
Their intelligence.
All right, we're gonna start walking,
Yeah, walking.
getting that exercise in.
Gang, gang.
Ugh. Ugh.
Okay, you can go ahead and somebody show me your pathing. I don't know. We can use the party token or the car or whatever. I just started.
I don't know
pulling tokens out.
exactly where we're going per se, but I'm literally just walking straight toward the Neon District based on the direction he gave me.
That's
So
the pathing,
Who's-
Russell.
Throwing.
I will follow that. I mean, you need to be specific, otherwise, I'm just
Get us a
gonna-
path, Kyle.
they're gonna.
You should
they're
you
gonna
should be able to move this this little blue D20 token.
Yeah, we can.
I don't know. Well, I don't. I'm just going to go somewhere in this area. I think you said it was. So it's like 30 to the 30 to 50-minute range.
See, Kyle, if you were in
So-
the air, you'd be able to see better.
So you walk for about a half an hour, and you. So this area is very has like super like Neo Tokyo vibes. Like everything is like neon, and there's like signs that are in like languages of every different like alien language you can imagine. There's lots of just drunk people running, like walking around, even early in the morning. This is kind of like the red light district, sort of. It's a very like, you can tell this is kind of the debaucherous section of the wheel. But after walking for about a half an hour, you see there is this large hotel. It looks like one of those like capsule hotels, like in Japan. And you see, some
Jesus.
people milling about outside, and the sign says Yados.
Yatos?
Yado, Yados.
I don't think this is what you were looking for, Brain.
No sign of
Yeah.
Tron though.
Yados. And this is in the Neon District.
Correct. Here, I guess
Note taking.
I
During
yeah,
this walk, I don't. Is that
I just above like the wheel, above the map.
Oh, now that I'm way zoomed in, I see more of what's going on here.
Yeah, I always forget people zoom in more than I usually have like a pretty like wide angle shot.
I had the full one out, so I was like, this is so weirdly shaped. But now that I'm zoomed in, I see the actual shape it's designed to. Like, I see the will effect now that I'm actually zoomed in.
Yeah. Very
Um, so
that's silly, but
so realistically, we're probably closer to like around up here or something. But
no,
it's kind of
you're
odd and
right
awkward
here.
angle.
What's that big, Kyle?
Your
Um,
token is right here.
Yeah, it's real time
Yeah.
traveler right here.
that's not what I was referring to. But that's all right. So on the while we're walking, Russ, I'm gonna go ahead and spend the fate point, kind of what we talked about. Doesn't really do anything right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and
Does Russell
use
want
it.
to explain
The
the
story
fate point
point.
system now that it's coming up?
Yeah. So yeah, you just give me a very like. I know we had kind of talked about it in secret, but for the stream, give us kind of a generic description of what you were wanting to happen for everyone. Like what's fate points. So we kind of like we wanted to move away from the old inspiration system. So one of my other friends who's a DM talked about this system that you can kind of influence the story. They use these we call them fate points. And it's just kind of like not really like something that's super mechanical, but a way to kind of like manifest new plot points into the campaign. So this is kind of that first attempt at this. So Kyle, what exactly is it that you?
What? I'm not gonna tell anybody. No,
Not
it's just been a while
exactly.
since I've heard. It's just been a while since I've heard from a contact, so that's all. So I'm triggering my fate point to possibly get contacted in some form or fashion, but I don't know what. So I guess we'll find out, or maybe we won't.
So
Um,
yeah, you hear your wrist pad chirp, and just like that, you're receiving a transmission from on your wrist pad.
okay. I am going. Is it a
Call you
written one,
back
or is it
later.
a? Is it a written one or a or a like
It's
audio?
it's a written one.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and read it. I guess if you, I don't know if you want to send that to me directly or not.
Yeah, I'll send that to you.
Hey, I just met you, and this is
This is
crazy.
Here's
Here's
my
my chain
number.
code.
Have my baby.
Secret message. Okay. I will keep walking for now. Keep walking for now.
Oh, you texted Brain. I'm just kidding. Glavis is like, hey.
I'm gonna
Are
respond without looking. With
are Fulgor and I was gonna yeah.
Yeah, I moved the car token over there to indicate that that was us.
and
Boldgrave, you should
I don't know.
probably fix your health.
When we approach Yado's, I'm gonna
Thank you.
before we enter, I'm gonna look out around for a. I guess this is on the way still, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Just lost Sammy again.
there he is.
Sammy, you disconnected again.
I get to.
There he is.
Okay. Good.
So,
Oh, he's safe.
yes, yes, and that, so I'm going to yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking toward Yado's. Or once we find Yado's.
Yeah, you're walking past it. I didn't know if you wanted to continue looking for Tron or if you guys wanted to stop in and check it out.
Well,
I was giving you that option. You haven't come across a Tron dealer yet, so s- I was just saying we can continue moving on. But
Does Yados look upscale, like high end, or does it seem like it's like low end dive bar?
make a perception check.
he's not even. Oh, he's not even there, is he? It's just me and Karo.
We're in the
Yeah,
car above you
right.
guys.
Oh,
They said they were gonna go walking speed, but just in the car.
oh, okay.
That makes no sense.
Just we can fly. We're getting we got a better view than you
Um,
guys.
From the outside, it's certainly not the fanciest place, but I mean, it doesn't look like derelict or anything. I mean, the whole like district is a little bit grimy. It's not exactly the cleanest area of town, but it doesn't look particularly like sketchy or anything.
um, I'm gonna turn to Karo. Apparently, we're in Eclipse territory. Keep an eye out, given we didn't leave on the best of terms. But I'm gonna go inside Yados here and ask for, see if they know where Tron is.
All right. Sounds like a good time then. Get into some trouble while we're down here.
Cowabunga it is.
I'm gonna go ahead and open the door to Yados.
So when you open the door, you're immediately hit by a cloud of thick cigar smoke. It seems like lots of people are smoking death sticks and cigars and whatnot in this lounge, and you see in the lobby area, there's like a receptionist for rooms, but there's also like a small little bar area. It's pretty like kind of rinky dink, not super impressive. Like it's a bar and there's a couple tables, but there's not really anyone here. It looks like it's pretty like there's not really like anyone hanging. There's like one person in the bar and they're like asleep.
I'm gonna glance around, look for any signs of trouble, if you will. Look for. I'm gonna look for that person who may or may not be stationed there professionally, rather than is just actually drunk. Someone who's trying to like undercover type agent guy. And and then if I see nobody, I'm gonna just head straight to the bartender.
Go ahead and make another perception check.
I was so
Ew.
close to 18.
Yeah, you look around and it looks pretty mundane. This, yeah, that the person who's asleep is definitely like just some drunk that wandered in, and the bartender doesn't really seem to care. He's just kind of playing on his data pad, playing a mobile game or something.
I'm gonna walk up to the bartender, and then I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna stare.
Are you wearing
He
your combat mask?
No, I'm not wearing my combat mask.
he actually doesn't notice you walk up. He's playing on his data pad still.
I really want to go in there.
Knock
But I
up,
know I
knock
shouldn't.
over. How much time? Like, I guess like I'm gonna walk over there and knock a glass over or something, or put my hand on the bar like firmly.
Just like slamming your
Yeah,
hand down.
yeah.
And he looks up like he's like, oh, hey, what's going on?
My friend don't like. My friend doesn't like you.
Like-
I
I don't like.
I don't like you either. No,
This-
I'm just there. I'm
this
just there
guy's a
staring with a
pretty-
giant scar on my face, like.
I was gonna say this guy's a pretty generic looking human, just kind of like sandy brown hair, pretty pale. Definitely hasn't seen a whole lot of sun. Yeah, just kind of a like on the younger side too, maybe like early 20s.
Oh, he's Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, sure. After I won the war, there was no jobs out there. Hard out here for a veteran. No, it's not Luke. It's yeah. So he looks at the two of you and he's just like, how can I help you?
I've got a question for you, kid.
All right.
Do you know where the local TR0N droid kiosk is?
So he kind of raises an eyebrow and he's just like, are you new here or are you just that bold?
Answer the fucking question, kid.
Well, before I answer that question, I just want to let you all know weapons aren't legal for sale here on the wheel.
Who said anything about weapons?
I mean, most Tron units tend to deal in weapons and armor, and they're not exactly authorized by the Baron Administrator for sale here.
That's
who?
not true at all.
The who administrator?
The Baron Administrator, you know, he's the guy that runs this whole shindig.
Oh, I'm not there, but as a player, I'm asking God. What is
Okay.
that? How do you spell that?
If you yes.
Yeah, that's okay. That's what I thought.
What are you percepting? Is that a new one or is that an old one?
That was the old one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Listen, I couldn't care less who runs the place. I'm looking for a specific item that's neither weapon nor any type of armament. And I was told it was here.
Make a persuasion check or intimidation.
I guess I'll make intimidation, because intimidation is better than my
You
persuasion.
can make it with advantage since Cairo has had a very
Yeah,
threatening
well,
aura too.
My scar makes gives me advantage on intimidation.
She.
So I just but my intimidation is not super great.
Oh,
Oh, it's a 9.
He's like, all right, no need to get hostile. There's one just up the road. It's you take a right, take a left, and he like kind of directs you. Let me just
That's not quite up the road, is it, son? You're taking a right and a left.
listen. It's nearby.
Also, I've been to a Tron location that didn't have armor, ammunition, or weapons. They only sold modifications, not even weapon modifications, and blueprints of very that of no note. So don't sit here and tell me that they only sell weapons.
He's like, okay. I just, most people that are looking for Tron are, looking for some blasters or something, man.
You know, that's the issue with today's youth. They think they just know everything.
Are you done? Are you gonna order a drink, or can I get back to my game?
Go play your Shadow Legends. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Be 10 credits.
and credits.
I'm gonna
Holy
give him
shit.
10 credits. And
Drinks aren't cheap in this part of the world.
This place is a
when he
fucking
sets
tourist trap.
when he sets the drink down, I want to grab his data pad from him and drop the drink or drop it inside of the drink.
Make a sleight of hand check,
That's easy.
Mr. Dex Boy.
Wow.
Hard flex.
So you're not gonna drink it. You're just gonna pour it all over his data
No, yeah. Well, I was gonna drop his phone in it or his data
pad
pad
in
in
the
it.
drink. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna take it off him.
Yeah, so very like nimbly, like as he like goes, like he sets it down to pour the drink, and he's like getting ready to set the drink down. You quickly like swipe it and drop it into the drink, and he just looks and he's just like, my data pad. That was the data pad 9. You know how many credits that cost? I'm gonna have to work 6 months to get a new one.
Well, good. Maybe it'll improve your work ethic. You'll stay off this damn thing until you get a new one.
Uh, you, uh,
But how am I supposed to update my diary now?
And then I'm gonna put 10 more credits on the table and or on the bar and just say, "Hey, man, have a drink on me."
I can't drink on the job.
Well, that sucks to be you, and I'm gonna walk out.
That was
He,
so
he's just like staring like brokenheartedly at his malfunctioning data pad. He's just like, maybe if I put it in rice, trying to like shake the like, liquor out of it.
All right.
Bold
Should be around the corner up here.
Did you go inside or are you standing outside?
side. I'm out in the car still. I don't know. Did we park Fulgore?
We can if you asked me to. Did you ask me to?
I probably would have asked you to, because I would have probably felt awkward idling.
Wow, okay. Don't talk to me. Yeah.
No, we're still in the car.
Okay, you're waiting inside. Okay, that's fine.
So like,
Just curious.
what is it about like, cause right, like, what is it about aroundness? Why are all planets round? Like, why are there no like square planets? Do you know what I mean?
Doesn't it have to do with gravity?
I don't know.
I don't.
Does it?
I don't know. I'm not smart. I'm a man of average intelligence, with
I
a
don't-
with a
no,
not so average, you know.
I have to I have to sound a lot of things out when I'm reading.
Took me a minute to get there.
But yeah, kind of want to go inside.
It'll be bad for your sobriety. Don't do it.
I'm gonna be walking out as he's saying that.
You didn't bring me anything.
You don't want
The
anything
only
from
thing,
there.
You brought me fries.
all we did was
Definitely
teach a
did not
boy a
want their
lesson.
fries.
I mean, I've got something for you, Boldgrave, if you want it.
What do you have?
A
And-
death stick.
And I reach into my I open the flap and I'm like digging around in there. Then I just pull my hand out like this.
Punch you in the arm.
Roll an attack. No, just kidding.
Knock out half of his health in one accidental punch.
Freaking monk unarmed attack. You're like, no, 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 no. I'm just kidding. That's way too much damage.
I go flying out of the
God.
car.
Thankfully, he has 15 AC.
I punch you through the car door.
You go to punch his arm, but you feel like this almost like invisible barrier that's just kind of like a second layer of skin that he uses like.
Target
the force
attack, give him plus
to-
1d4. No, I'm just kidding.
So it kind of like cushions the blow from actually dealing any damage.
Yeah,
Got him.
I figured.
Alright.
Got him good.
I give you a fist pump instead.
Alright, let's keep moving.
I'm looking for.
Go ahead and use this token to direct.
Okay.
I'm looking for brothels, gambling dens, and illegal drug or arms dealers while we're going.
Did you go like this?
Yes, that's how he went.
Wait, so
Is there like
Random
billions and billions of,
encounters.
is there like billions
Uh,
of things underneath on the GM layer?
oh yeah, there's shit everywhere. So when you get right here, just literally down the street, you come across a what looks like kind of like a greasy fast food In-N-Out burger type of restaurant, and above it says Atomic Burger, and it's styled with like a spaceship like blasting off and like a big juicy looking hamburger.
I pull up to the drive-thru. Boldgrave, you hungry?
Yeah. I was gonna say this is my spot, but.
Welcome to Starbucks. Check order first.
May I help you?
Damn, even in future tech society is the problem with speakers. That's so discomforting.
Let me get a number 3, extra large.
Oh, you're gonna make me anxious. I can't read.
We get 2 number 2s.
They have
One with the
like,
drink.
do they have like chicken nuggets? I can't see.
Yeah, the chicken nuggets is the number 6. You want the 2-piece, the 4-piece, or the 6-piece?
Who the heck?
I want 2 of the 6, but with a water for the second one.
Do you have 2 number 6 money?
I just look at him and I go, then I'm gonna buy your food too, because you're being a bitch.
Okay, total 20 credits.
Please pull up to the second window.
Alright. I'm so sad that I have to break my 97k even. That's gonna be like 96, 90.
No, I'm kidding.
Good on fucking chicky nuggies.
It was well worth
Yeah,
it.
so when you get around to the window, and yeah, there's some very delicious looking burger and fries and chicken nuggets and your drinks, and you guys gonna park here and eat, or are you gonna continue driving? And
We'll drive and we'll eventually catch back up to them before they even get to the Tron unit because we're
yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm gonna beam people with chicken nuggets as we're driving if I see pedestrians.
Do I need to make a Constitution saving throw? Because it seems every time I eat food, I have to make one.
No, actually, these are delicious, and you'll not need to worry about rations or food for the rest of the day. This is it's quite a hearty and filling meal. A little greasy, but actually not bad. Pretty good food.
I'm wiping my hands on the car seat.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
Do it. Do it. Start that fist fight. Watch what
I just
happens.
put my hand on his leg and cast the shock cantrip.
I punch him in the arm again.
All right, so you guys continue walking, kind of taking in the sights, and you make your way over to
Making our way.
a
Making my
Tron
way.
unit. Making my way. Yeah, you find a Tron unit, and whenever Vrain, whenever you approach, it does like a scan of your face, and it says, "Greetings, life form. We have received your requested. We've received your request from our station on Cantonica."
Excellent. I will be taking exactly one of those.
Did I tell you how much that was already?
25,000.
50,000 credits.
A handmade cloak from the finest of stitching materials. 25,000 credits.
What are your
Wow.
specials?
The deals of the day. There have always been 3 deals of the day.
Could have sworn I made a handout.
I thought you did. You sent me the picture you were using for the handout.
I must have put it in. Oh, maybe I put it in the. Cape order. Yeah, it's in the enhanced items. That's fine. Okay, so bada bing.
Purchase yourself a Lando.
Self a little swaggy cape. He says, unfortunately, all of our deals of the day have already been purchased for today. Check
Damn.
back tomorrow.
Tom, do you open?
Does
Tell me
he
what
have...
they-
Oh, sorry.
So
You're gonna say
FYI, I
something.
leveled to 6.
Nice.
So I kind of go up to Tron, and I'm like, do you have any, necklaces of, determination?
Searching databanks. Query does not match any description of inventory.
What about this defensive augment, and it's like a monk defensive augment.
Searching databanks does not meet any of our query does not meet any of our storage stock.
Do you have a map of the wheel?
Searching databanks. Yes, we do.
Let me get one of those.
It'll be 500 credits.
The heck?
It's got key locations.
It's a map. Get a
It's a
map
map.
for, like,
It's a map. It's a map.
$5.
It's a map.
I'll hand the 500 credits over.
Ooh, I'm gonna start putting tokens on. Now, these are all the locations that the map knows about. Doesn't necessarily mean this is every location that exists.
There's
Of
a
course.
location called Glizzy.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
glizzies.
It's just like it's like a pamphlet from like a Fiesta, Texas or something. It's got small descriptions of these main locations.
Yes, yeah. Any of them that you want to inquire about, there will be some like a little Yelp review, or like a Google description, basically.
Yeah.
Do you have any ace pilots patterns?
Okay, sorry. Say that again.
Ace pilot patterns, or just pilot
that-
patterns?
That's a mod for like clothing.
Clothing. Yeah.
Yes. I do have that.
What rank is it?
What rank you looking for?
Well, exquisite would be nice.
What rarity is that?
Okay, we'll know. But he has prototype or lower. So
You get an
favored,
exquisite one,
fine,
but
or
have
basic.
nothing to put it in.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I
right.
do. I have my
You-
my
You would need an It's not artifact level.
the clandestine clothing.
No, it's definitely not artifact.
I have the exquisite clandestine clothing. I stole it from multi-node, or superior rather.
Oh,
Superior, I
I don't know
think,
what you stole.
is advanced.
No, it is advanced. You're right.
Okay. I was like, I don't think I dropped an artifact. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've given y'all anything higher than advanced yet.
No, yeah.
Okay.
I have
But yeah,
superior.
so this Tron, it only has prototype or lower. So the favored,
Okay.
fine, or basic. It does have
So-
favored.
So would I be able to add favorite to my clothes? Or
Yes.
No?
Yes.
You can use,
Yeah, so anything advanced or lower you can add.
but don't forget advanced items that require attunement take up 2 slots of your attunement. You have attunement equal to your proficiency. So right now you have 3 attunement slots. And I know for sure your sword is taking up 1.
It takes up 2.
Your sword is at the advanced?
Yeah.
But anyways, if you'd like to purchase that, it's 2,500 credits. Meat bag.
What?
I said meat bag.
Excuse me?
No, I know. Like that's what Vulture would say. He's like, "What? What did you say to me?"
I said customer, valued customer.
That's what I thought. Yeah, no, I'll buy it. How much is it?
2,500 credits.
2,500.
250 XP.
You have the blueprints to easily manufacture prototype power cells, or to make it easier for me.
Searching databanks. Looking for blueprints. That I do have. For a prototype level, that will cost you. That is actually going to cost you the full 5,000.
Okay, does he have any prototype power cells?
Prototype power cells. Searching database. We have a couple in stock. We have one prototype power cell in stock. Two prototype power cells in stock. Excuse me.
Uh, what are you? That
For those are 2,500 as well.
2500. Okay, and do you happen to have any prototype fragment missiles?
Searching databanks. Unfortunately, sale of ballistic ammunition is forbidden on the wheel, so no, we do not have.
Okay, I'll take the blueprint and the two power
Excuse me.
cells.
That'll be a total of 10,000 credits, human.
Yeah, okay. Hand it
Humanoid.
over.
Sorry, I don't know that you're human, actually.
I'll hand it over. 10K. That's 1,000, right?
Yes. Yeah, just knock a zero off for experience.
Thank you, Tron unit. Droid thing.
We appreciate your patronage. Have you any other queries?
You got any grenades?
Fortunately,
We have
ballistics
missiles.
are not for sale.
Damn it, Tron. You never have anything good.
And I have added all the icons that the map has revealed to your map.
They got a
Like I
karaoke
said-
spot.
Like I said, there are some secret ones, but
Oh, let's go to mission for you.
Is that Can Shibuya supposed to be a karaoke place?
absolutely.
That's funny.
Yep. It's, when you look at the article, it looks like there's a lot of cute singles there, boys and girls.
Nice.
Of singles mingling, and, drinks a flowing, karaoke, good times.
Nice.
Tron wouldn't have any rings of text storing or force storing, right?
Searching databanks. We do have a ring of text storing.
Those do require
Um,
attunement, though, Jama. Just FYI.
What mark do you have?
Just the Mark One.
How much is that?
Price. That is 1,000 credits.
I'll buy it. I'll give it to Brain.
Oh, I don't know how I'm going to use this, but I appreciate the gesture.
Doesn't hurt to have.
Oh, you
If
cast
you've got
it.
the
Actually-
downtime, I mean, to
Actually,
swap
I
to-
will take it. I do have plans. I do have plans for that actually.
R5
Appreciate
can
it.
use it.
Yeah, I was gonna say a droid could always be-
I've got it. Don't worry. Yoink.
Oh, Boldgrave, are you proposing?
Possibly. Is there any way I could have my good friend make me a necklace of determination, or is that not possible?
You'd have them search for one. Sure.
The item you were describing is unfamiliar to me.
I'm sure there's a place here that we can find what you're looking for. You don't need to get too hung up on it.
Tron
It's a big place.
Tron says, all things you were searching for can be found on the wheel if you know where to look.
Do you have any hand wraps?
Hand wraps.
You looking for
I
a
just-
chassis or a basic +1, +2, +3?
Just a basic +2 or +3 would be cool.
+3 is advanced, +2 would be prototype, +1 premium.
Yes, it does have up to prototype.
Was John looking for the chest, or was he just looking for the item itself?
I was just looking for the item itself.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because a basic +1, a basic plus has no attunement requirement.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want it.
Yeah,
So just like the standard. Okay. Yeah,
standard
yeah, I can
+2.
do that.
Look at that.
Basic, I guess.
You didn't have fine, right? Or you didn't have fine or approved, because those don't ride like. They have hand wraps, but then they have chassis. So So like you can add to them. I was either looking for maybe fine or improved if he had it.
right, right. I see. Yeah, actually, yeah, he's got all the way up to prototype.
Okay, cool. So I'll take the improved ones. I'm about to hit people really hard.
+2 attacking damage with Yowza.
Alright, how much is that?
That is gonna set you back 25,000 credits.
Holy shit. Okay.
You're buying a chassis?
No, no,
No,
no. He's
just-
he's buying +2 hand wraps.
Okay, okay.
Don't feel bad about charging full price for that.
You should never feel bad about charging full price.
Well, that only comes from his punches, and he uses his Buster Sword most of the time anyway.
I
It
don't know what
splits
you're
between the
talking
two,
about.
so it works out.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
uses offhand flurry.
Yeah, no.
How much experience is 21?
You mean
It's
25?
25,000.
So two.
Just take
So
a zero.
2,500.
25, and that's 2,500 experience.
Okay.
2,500 experience.
And when you hit 14,000 experience, you level up to level 6.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll my health die, my HP die.
Hell yes, dude. High numbers.
Big money roll.
Let's
big
see,
money, big
Max.
money.
Oh, the average, right?
It's one below
No,
average,
it's
actually.
like- I rolled a 3. That's already including the +1.
Oh
nice.
shit.
So in true Kyle fashion, I rolled low HP. All right, it's all right. I'm not supposed to be involved in combat.
Sorry, brother.
It's all hood in the good.
Who has the highest passive perception? Is that Brain?
Yes.
Would
Yeah,
be
21.
Dozak, but
Right.
he's not
I
here.
Oh yeah,
think me- I think
Dozak. By the way, Dozak said he was gonna stay on the ship. He had to take care of something.
Okay.
I think Dozak and I have the same passive perception.
Okay. Yeah, yours is just like has like a condition for the advantage or something. It's like only on sight. So Brain, as like other like Boldgrave and some of the others are making their purchase.
Uh-oh, he froze.
Yeah, he did.
Or did he DC this time? Because he hasn't come back yet. I think he DC'd.
Yeah, my unarmed strikes are +10 now.
Nice. Nice.
Well,
5 + 3
plus-
+2.
+10 to your face, dude.
Ooh. So you go sword. Russ is gonna be like, I explained so much, and he's not even gonna realize he's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of sad.
Feels bad because then we're gonna get like a brief summary.
Of the
You're
new
already-
one, yeah.
Yeah.
It always happens on the explanations too.
Uh-huh.
It's never. It's always exactly. It's super weird.
Hello.
There he is. Welcome back.
Hey, you're
Did-
back.
didn't catch
Dropped out.
any of that.
Okay, so Brain, as the others are making, and you know, you're kind of checking over your shoulder like you tend to do. Notice someone was down the street, kind of watching you from around the corner, and when your gaze moves that direction, they duck back into the shadows.
Ooh. Ooh. I like it.
I'm gonna go to. I guess Tron first. Do you happen to have a? I forgot the name of the item. A stealth field generator of some kind.
Accessing databanks. Yes. Have the.
This dude's gonna get a second one.
I don't have his first one. My
Remember-
first one got blown up.
Got rid of it. Yeah.
I know. That's the thing. You're buying a second one.
Yeah, because he needs a new one because it's
Depends
gone.
if he has. It depends if he has one or not.
Yes, I do have just like the standard stuff.
You have to attune to that.
No.
What?
Yeah. Just free invisibility. It just costs power cells to use.
Jeebus.
It's what's it called? Stealth agendas are a special device typically worn on belts that functions as portable personal cloaking device. Activating or deactivating the generator requires a bonus action. Advantage in stealth. Generator lasts for 1 minute and can be
Okay.
recharged by.
I'm gonna do what I always do and ask Tron if he has a second one, so he could tell me no.
Haha.
Unfortunately, that was our last one in stock. I I mean, you said it. I'm
And then
being. It is 8,000 credits
when
range.
he, when Karo asks, I'm gonna um uh just be like, I'll be right back. And then I'm not even gonna take the stealth field generator. I'm going to walk like around behind the cart as if I'm previewing, and and then I'm going to enter my own personal like stealth mode because I imagine these streets are kind of bustling and moving, right? They're just constantly
They're
just like
straight
moving.
bussin'.
Yeah, there's light
Right.
traffic. I wouldn't say bussin'. I wouldn't say bussin' per
Right.
se, but
For real? For real?
yeah, for real. Okay. But yeah, there's a fair amount. I mean, there are people like coming and going. It's not completely dead.
Okay, no worries. I'm gonna break eye contact with the alleged viewer, and I'm going to, and I guess as I'm passing by all of them, I'm gonna be like, be right back, and I'm gonna see if I can sneak up on the sneaker.
Sneak the sneaker.
Even Snook.
So first, I need you to make that stealth check with advantage because you're cloaked.
I actually didn't buy the cloaked. I didn't buy the cloaking device.
Oh,
Ultimately, the cloaking device just
just-
gives you advantage on stealth checks, and I
which you already have.
have that anyways.
Hey, that means
That's
Sammy
my own
can buy
issue.
one.
But it also
Yes,
makes
it
you
does make-
invisible, which isn't
Well,
nothing.
it doesn't actually say it makes you invisible. That's the
Really?
interesting
It's
part.
predator
It doesn't
cloaking.
Actually, yeah, it's
Mm,
yeah, it's
I guess
it's a
it's more like
cloaking.
that active camo instead of like straight up
yeah,
invisibility.
exactly. So it's not straight. There is enhanced gear that does make you just like straight invisible,
Yeah.
but this one just gives you that like displacement effect or that cloaking
Okay.
effect.
Good
So
to know.
up
Well,
my armor gives me
nonetheless,
advantage anyways.
yeah.
So I'm gonna. So I read that and I was like, well, I don't need this. I have this anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and begin stealthing toward the guy I saw, assuming I can roll decently well.
Which you did.
22 stealth. I beat my own passive perception.
So you trying to move quickly and quietly, you move towards towards the direction that you saw him headed, and or them. You don't know he's a man or woman, but and yeah. So you as you kind of like turn down that alley, you see them like moving, like rounding the corner of the end of the alley, and so you'd have to continue pursuing further if you want to try to catch up to them. They didn't notice you.
I'm going to use my friction gear and stealth to actually climb up on one like the rooftops next to me and see if I can like Assassin's Creed follow them.
Do I notice any of this happening?
Roll a perception check.
I think he said be right back. So unless you were following him
I
with
did
your
tell you I
eyes.
was leaving, but I mean, you
I
could beat my
wouldn't have
22
really-
stealth, which is possible. I don't know.
Boldgrave, you're kind of hair on the back of your neck kind of starts to stand up, and you kind of get this weird like feeling. You know, when Vrain mysteriously disappears like that, usually that means something is up. And as you kind of like quickly like look around to take in your surroundings, you see two guys coming out of the burger place, and they're wearing very familiar looking clothing.
Oh,
Are they wearing like the dusters?
No dusters, but they are wearing combat gear that
Okay.
was worn by the Celadorian Eclipse on Coruscant.
So,
And,
do you have any intelligence stims by chance?
Intelligence stems. That's an interesting request. We could use more intelligence on the wheel here.
I like this Tron unit. He's sassy.
He's got jokes.
That's sussy bot.
I do, in fact, have intelligence stems of
many do you have?
premium. How many do I have? I have 5 of premium rare. So the
was really hoping for superior, but having a 12 intelligence is a lot better than having a 10 intelligence.
Sure is.
How many do you have?
5.
I'll take all.
They don't
5.
stack.
I know they don't stack.
Couldn't hurt to have them handy. They are 500 apiece, so that'll be 2,500 credits.
Okay, so I'll take all those. And I'm just kind of doing this while also like keeping an eye on them.
Okay. Yeah, they don't seem to have really noticed you. They're just kind of like going about their business.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, they're just kind of like walking around, and they actually walk up this way. And
Under the karaoke bar.
Does anyone have a blank attunement spot?
No.
just no,
Glavis.
maybe not even there.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll actually. This will be useful for Glavis. I'll take off my belt, and I'll be like, "Here, kid," and I'll give him my Aratech Echo belt.
He's like, "What's this?"
Reading it straight off of the page, the Echo belt gives you checks made to see you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on dexterity checks made to hide. I can't use it while concentrating on everything else, so you might as well have it.
Hey, that's pretty cool. Thanks, Cap.
No problem.
So, Glavis, he does require attunement, so he's not attuned to it just yet, but he does have it in his inventory.
And I'll remove it from my inventory, just because I couldn't use the belt and my boots. So
I'm gonna ask Tron if he has prototype med packs.
while he's talking to Tron, I'm gonna seeing the way they're going, I'm gonna make my way across the street towards their flank and try to find eyes on Brain if I can, even though he's fucking invisible.
Not invisible, just very stealthy. Okay, so are you trying to be stealthy when you do this?
Yeah, I'm just using my boots. I turned them on
Okay, go for it.
because I know if they can't see me, it's just gonna be a sound thing.
Nice. You rolled a 1 on your other one.
Wow, thank God I fucking had advantage on sound. Awful.
Technically, you
you,
would have
uh,
gotten the 21, not the 12.
You try to kind of like head them off, so to speak, and you do so quickly and quietly, and being a monk, you're very very good at that already. And so you see them, and they look like they're actually on patrol. They are wearing weapons and armor, but they're just kind of like strolling down the street, talking to one another, just kind of generally looking around, not particularly working very hard, just kind of searching about. You don't see where Rain has disappeared to.
Okay. So I'll just tail them silently, kind of like moving with the crowd. Alright, Kara, sorry for cutting you off.
No worries.
What were you gonna ask Tron?
Oh, I thought Russell heard me.
I'm sorry, what's up?
Prototype med packs.
Oh shit, sorry, I got a little distracted by something. Med packs. Searching data banks.
That's always a no when he says that.
Nah, he does.
Thinks he's rolling your die or something. I
He
don't
does.
know.
Get the intelligence stims. Chill out.
Oh god, that's not what I meant to roll. Wow. So yeah, he has 7 prototype med packs.
Are they?
They are prototype. They are 2,500 apiece.
I'll buy 3. Actually, we'll just make it 4 just so I can.
You could make Glavis carry like 1 or 2.
10,000 credit.
I bought the hand wrap, the intelligence thing, and something else.
You bought my tech.
Oh yeah, that's
ring.
right. That's why. I was like, why isn't it in my inventory? You you tech cast, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was,
I'm
issue is
gonna
attunement slots.
I'm gonna look
But
over.
on it,
I'm sorry.
no,
no,
you're
you're
good.
good.
It's your turn.
I'm not doing anything important.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over to Glavis and hand him one med pack and kind of tell him keep this on you, just in case anything happens and I can't get to you in time. As you could tell, Rain and Boldgrave have decided to move on their own, so just kind of be ready, cause where shots will probably have to go to either one direction if anything happens.
You got it, boss. And man, life day came early. Prototype med pack.
I love how casual Kara is about the fact that Brain and Brain and Boldgrave just constantly start shit.
So
Started
Brain,
anything.
assuming you're gonna continue pursuing him, that is gonna kind of split you off from the rest of the group because he's really moving
Is
pretty
he
far
like
away.
straight? Is he straight booking? Does he look familiar to me at all?
The clothes are all just very dark and kind of like he's wearing like clothes that are concealing his identity. Doesn't really strike your doesn't look familiar.
Follow through, dude.
All
Keep
right.
going.
Well, while I could definitely fire a shot at him to really just
He
close the
doesn't
deal out.
seem to have noticed that you're pursuing him though.
Oh, you have the silent property too, so.
He seems like he's just trying to get back to where he's going in a hurry. So make of that information what you will.
Trying to snitch. Trying to snitch. I'm not there.
Okay, I'm gonna. How far in front of me, ahead of me is he?
I mean, you're basically having to dash every round to keep up with him. So maybe 100 feet ish.
Sounds like in range to me.
Everything is
Yeah,
in range
you
to
are
me.
you are within
Kill
blasting
in
range.
I'm gonna
I don't know about all that.
during one of the movements switches. I'll just critically analyze him
Oh,
and
baby.
quickly whip out the rifle and just line up a shot.
Are you taking a shot at him?
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Boy. All right, roll to hit.
Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes.
Oh God.
I don't know who's playing the
Um,
stupid game though. Him or you?
Depends on who ends up losing.
And
I
that's
am going to go
true.
ahead and I'm going to go ahead and convert this into a storming shot. So we
So you
will.
will have advantage because of your stealth.
Yes. So I'm just gonna. That should be a
Oh.
crit with 19.
My gosh.
Yo.
So I'm
Which damage
gonna.
is that?
I don't know. This is a non-lethal, by the way.
Oh, okay. Just gotta shoot him with lightning. No, yeah. You're good.
What's it called? So I'm going to well, actually, I probably don't need to. I'm pretty sure this guy's a runt. 25, 35. Do I want to? I'm going to use my maneuver, just my new Pierce the Block maneuver, just because it's hilarious. I don't know if it popped in. So whenever you score a critical hit with a weapon attack, you can expend a superiority die and roll it. On a roll of 4 plus, you deal maximum damage on the weapon's damage roll, including the superiority die. On a roll of 3 or lower, you instead deal the minimum.
That sounds
So-
terrible.
It's funny. It's just it gets better because when your die gets bigger, though, the chances of you rolling 4 plus drastically increase. But I'm not trying to kill him right now, so I don't mind using it Also, it's new, and I want to roll the die.
That's fair.
All right. I've dealt absurd amounts of damage to him. I maxed out all of my die.
Um,
So
What's the total?
10, 16, um, 22,
man just used the fate point essentially, just using like natural rolls.
28.
He's like, I want to absolutely kill this guy.
I think that's 38. I was only down by 3, so all I did was add 3. Oh, actually, it includes. It says including the superiority die. So on a you could on a roll before you deal the maximum damage, including the superiority die. Um, so it looks like I don't know if it includes. I don't know if that gets double 2 or not. But if it does, then that's an extra 12. Or
Damage
it's just
weapon
an extra 6.
Damage weapon damage. So
Well,
I
it does right after that. It says including the superiority die, so it might be like a brutal
Right.
critical where you just add the 6 to it, or
Okay.
add the damage, or it gets doubled because I don't know. It's a little unclear, but if you just add the 6, it's 41. You can keep it the more probably balanced-ish way. So so it's 41 points of damage.
Okay. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me see if I can do anything about this.
Its new character art instantly wipes a goon.
Kyle, do you? I know Brussels like crunching numbers and stuff, so I will ask you if you know. Do you know how the fate points restore?
When we all use it, we all get it back. So
When
we
we
all
all
have to use
use
one
it?
first.
Okay.
System shock damage.
Don't you wish?
If
Okay.
it could happen to them, it can happen to us.
Hadn't fully decided on what exactly I was gonna do with this stat block. Okay. Yeah. So that does hit, but it is not enough to knock them unconscious.
Yeah.
So you
I
squarely
got more damage than my max HP.
so you squarely cap this guy, and when you hit him, he does kind of stumble for a minute and does like kind of like the anime like roll on the ground and then like stands back up in the 3-point stance. So you get a second to kind of glimpse him before he runs off again. But now he is very aware of your presence.
Um,
What's
Okay.
I
like
would like
you said I get a glimpse. What does that glimpse look like?
That's on the.
Look on the map.
screen. I want to use
Oh,
my
sorry,
fate
yeah.
point to say that he was hurt in a way that halved his movement speed since he was critted.
Wait, say that again.
I want to use my fate point to halve his movement speed because he was critted.
Oh, like that he got like injured from the attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he definitely yeah, you hit him in the leg and kind of slowed him down. So he does now that he's aware of your presence though, I'm going to start using
Well, actually, he has to. Well, he may be aware that I exist, but he actually has to make a perception check to see me because I have the silent property,
oh
and
shit,
I have to
that's
make a
right.
stealth check.
Oh
Alright,
yeah.
And he makes his perception check with disadvantage because I actually hit him. But my stealth check is straight because of.
And
Well,
I, w- I
so
would
he
say it
looks
was- sorry.
That's okay. So he looks around. He doesn't see you because you're super stealthy, and you can tell his leg is injured. However, what I'm going to do is use so you expect him to like kind of run off at the same speed that he was running before, but he seems to move supernaturally fast despite his injured leg.
That's,
The
he can only take an action or a bonus action
right.
because he's shocked.
Yes, I'm going to use my slow time ability to increase my movement speed.
Oh shit. He knows fucking slow. Oh, he's strong.
Well, kind
It's
of.
the reverse slow.
It's the other one, yeah. So it's more like super speed. But yeah, I'm gonna take
Is that an
off.
action or a bonus action?
It's an action.
Okay, so he only has his movement this time. Okay, well.
So he takes off running, and you kind of taking that action to stop and fire. You'll have to dash to like catch back up with him.
Well, he had took an action to cast his ability, so he didn't get to move then either. So it kind of balanced out, right?
Oh, he got to move. His
Oh,
action
how-
increased
how-
it more than a dash would.
Okay, that's a super light. Even after Jama's damage movement reduction. Okay. I will.
I used a force ability.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh.
I'm going to. If I move 30 feet forward, how close am I to him?
You don't know. He went around the corner. There's like a lot of like tight like turns and angles. He's like kind of using the back alleys, and despite you being up on the roof, it's hard for you to get a good like that moment that you were able to get that shot on him was like it was only in that like one instance really. But I mean, you can continue pursuing him, but he's now that he's aware of you, he's changed it up. He's intentionally trying to evade you now.
Okay, I'll take the dash action and see if I can uh see him following where I kind of am following him basically, kind of seeing where he ducked in.
Yeah, so you do your best to try to like continue following the path that he was headed, and kind of using like clues, like seeing like where he's like ran through, um, but you're never able to quite get a bead on him again until reaching this area that is not there's not a whole lot of traffic, and you see this small little tea house. It's like a little tea shop, and it's kind of a dead end to the neighborhood, and your instincts tell you that this is pretty much the only place he could have fled to unless he like had like some kind of secret entrance or something that he went down to.
Okay. I'm gonna send a message back to the crew. I'm gonna keep an eye on the tea house. Let's say like 90 feet or so back.
Kind of on the roof,
from the-
like across. Or
yeah,
something.
super far away where I can see where I can see and see the entrance, and maybe it's just the back, the side on the back if I can get lucky enough. I'm gonna send a message back to the group. I found somebody telling us I got a good shot off on them. Too good. But he was supernatural in some way. Not too dissimilar to the way I've seen Dozak move.
So did this take 30 minutes
lost-
or an hour for him to get there? Because I guess if he was dashing, then that's 60 feet.
Yeah. He's been gone about a half an hour. He's been chasing this guy for a while.
Still following those goons.
Do you want to cut to Boltgrave, him do his bit, and then we'll go back to us?
Yeah, I send the message. I send the message to everybody. Then it's gonna leave. I'll try to send coordinates to my location, relatively speaking, directions of my location, and the fact that I'm gonna wait out the entrance here to see if I see any movement.
Bullgraves. So you trace those or you track those guys, and their patrol ends at this. There's this shop, I guess you could say, institution, and it on the sign in Arabesh it says "Mission for You," and it's kind of like stylized in a kind of like silly way, kind of campy way, and these two guys are just like they're just like hanging out outside, smoking some dust sticks, just just kind of watching the block really.
Um, huh. I'm going to turn my insignia on my ring, and it's gonna turn into the like a blank ring, and then I'm gonna walk past them like casually and just try to get a look at their faces. Uh, do I
Make
notice? Oh, sorry.
make a stealth check, but with charisma.
Okay.
You're trying to be casual, or I guess performance could also work too.
Do you want me to do performance or stealth with charisma?
Your
It's
choice.
kind of the same thing, right? It's using the same modifier essentially, unless you're
Well,
proficient.
he's proficient in stealth, so
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
that's
So
you can.
it would,
That's what I said first. So.
yeah. So I'll do stealth, but my charisma instead of my
Dexterity.
yeah, which would be +3 instead of +5.
So you just subtract two.
Yep. So
Yeah.
15.
Usually, I just recommend rolling something you're proficient with charisma in, so you just kind of, just call it stealth.
Well,
Yep.
I'm not proficient in anything. I'm not proficient in performance.
Oh, I just meant any charisma skill.
Oh, yeah. But
Anyways, same difference. So you nonchalantly try to kind of walk past them, and they don't seem to really pay you any mind. You're blending in, just an average bounty hunter or something. So they don't really.
I wanna. Do I notice them? Like, do I recognize them? What are their species?
Hard to tell exactly what they are. Probably human, definitely humanoid. But they're wearing like combat gear, and you now that you've gotten closer, you are like 100% sure these guys are Celadorian Eclipse.
Okay.
Just based on their kind of like kitting, with their armor and weapons that they wear, you can tell that's like the kind of the stock stuff that the Eclipse uses.
I'm going
You
to.
also realize that you haven't seen any cops since you've entered the Neon District. You haven't seen any of the droids or, um, like officers that you saw down at the port. Probably worth mentioning.
I'm going to go into the store here, and I'm going to. Does it look like a real store? Is it like when I'm inside of it, or is it just like a like?
Are
Does
you
it
going
feel like
inside?
a? Yeah, just like I'm gonna step inside, um, and I'm going to just kind of like give a quick glance around, like just out of curiosity.
Yeah, you pop in, and there's an attendant behind like bulletproof glass or like laserproof glass, and there's a couple of terminals that are displaying various jobs, and whenever you walk in, he's also human, just kind of a blonde, kind of on the older side, like kind of middle aged, a bit grizzled. He's got like kind of a like salt and pepper, not salt and pepper, but like a beard with like some gray starting to poke through, and he's just like, afternoon. What can I do you for?
Yeah. Hi, Hi, partner. It's nice to meet you. My name's Clarence. I'm from off-world, and I hear that this is the place to come to when you're looking for jobs. What do you think a guy like me can do? I'm kind of strong, and I hold up my noodle arms.
Oh my god. Make a deception check. Noodle arms.
Nice.
Yeah, he buys it. He's like, "Oh, I think we've got some easy missions for you, man. What's your speciality? Are you more the acquiring type, or are you more the
I'm gonna punch the
elimination
bulletproof.
type?"
I'm gonna punch the bulletproof glass.
Hey, take it easy there. Don't make me call the guards, all right?
Just to like show him how. See, I hit really hard. I just wanted to give a demonstration. Oh, that was probably awkward. I'm sorry.
Okay. No need to get out of sorts now. You've made your point. I apologize for judging a book by its cover. Now, let's see here. Were you looking for something on the station or something off-world?
If it's on the station, that's fine. I think I'm gonna be here for a little bit, so I figure while I'm here, I might as well get some work. And I just keep kind of looking out the window at like the Eclipse guys to see if they're still there.
Yeah, they're just kind of hanging out right now. They're posted and they've been here for a good 20 minutes or so. And yeah, he offers you a variety of jobs. There's one just kind of like general guard duty. There's a missing person that needs to be found. There's also one that's requesting help with shit, what was it? Help with training. Somebody's like looking for like a mentor in training.
What kind of
Any of those?
mentor?
Like fighting, like getting better at like physical combat.
I can use that one.
Okay. It says, yeah, it looks like a kid named Alex looking for somebody to teach him how to fight. Yeah, I can give you the if you're interested. It's excuse me. I can go ahead and assign it to your chain code. I just need you to if you got a if you know it or if you got like a wrist pad or something, I can get you all set up.
On second thought, actually, I think I'll be back tomorrow. I just realized yeah, I'm just gonna leave.
Oh, all right, Clarence, you take care now. You hear?
Yep, bye. Fucking asshole.
Okay, what's everybody doing back at the Tron? Are y'all just kind of like holding position?
Uh,
Anthony, Sammy.
I think Lavis and I would have followed.
Boldgrave, because it's the only one you
no,
could.
I would have. Well, no. At this point, have we received?
Technically, we got like 30 minutes before that message goes through. Unless we were literally just standing around for 30 minutes going like, man.
What would you have done?
Well, I told Lavis we would wait until we heard something.
I feel like
Okay.
you guys would have started talking about how fucking Goldberg pulled up with like a burger.
Tron, do you know if there are any shops on the wheel related to the Force that might have any, might be a collector of sorts for Jedi or Sith items?
Tron units are not authorized to dispense information beyond prices and stock inventory.
Do you know somebody who might have that information?
I think he's gonna repeat the same thing.
Tron units are not authorized to distribute information other than prices and inventory.
God, Trons never have
Yeah,
anything
very-
good.
You're not a very bright guy, are you, Fulgore?
No, not half the time. My intelligence is only 10, so you know I'm peak
You
average.
too?
Peak
I
average.
think, uh, think I'm just gonna walk this way and see what happens.
Out this way. Which way?
I'm just gonna kind of like walk this way, just not knowing where Vrain's at currently. So just
Continuing
spitballing,
continuing to
just
check the
spitballing to
shops.
find it. Nah, I don't care for the shop. I'm just walking, seeing if anything catches my eye. People watching, essentially.
I would have started making my way back to Tron.
Um. So yeah, Caro, you and Glavis are just kind of moseying about, looking for anything interesting, and like before, there's some drunks here and there, some kind of general adventure types, kind of not unlike yourself. Some bounty hunters here and there, but most of them seem to be like on the up and up. No one too shady, and you also notice kind of a lack of police presence. Like I was saying to Boldgrave earlier, that you really don't see much in the way of security droids or officers. And after about 10 or 15 minutes of walking around, you guys all receive your transmission from Brain. So Brain, what I don't know what you wanted to.
Bum, bum, bum.
Did you send your location with it?
Yeah, I did. I sent pretty much everything. I
Alright.
said, "This is what happened. This is where I am." I've mentioned that the guy was kind of moving like Dozak.
Yeah.
And then and then of course my current location and directions to get there.
Yeah, at
Got
that
dashed
point.
all the way there.
Yeah, same. At that point, Kyro and Glavis would just be running to get there.
So you're gonna book it for
Yeah.
the Brain's position. Okay.
I'll save my
Um,
energy and fly in my car.
You're the only one next to it, so.
I mean, you or Glavis could have ridden in the car.
When I see them coming up, since I'm like 90 feet away, I'll jump in ahead of them, landing on the ground. Superhero landing.
So Boldgrave is the last to arrive, since he was the furthest, but he can also run pretty fast. So he does get there roughly about the same time as everyone. Yeah. So after everyone kind of reconvenes outside, it's taken about another 30 minutes or so for everyone to make their way over to where you are.
So.
Well, first of all, I did not realize how much time had passed between starting the chase and finding my way here.
Finding my way.
Time feels a little weird when you're outside into space with no gravity, but also its own gravity.
Yeah,
Secondarily,
you got kind of lost in the hunt too. You were really zoned in on this guy, and you kind of put all your other worries aside for a minute.
Lost in the sauce.
I put a really big shot into the guy's leg. He'll probably be limping for a while. If you see anybody who's limping in their right leg, be careful. I think he
Oh.
might be a force user, but I'm not entirely sure.
Oh.
The way he just darted off looks not too dissimilar to Dozak or when Fulgore does his stuff on one of you guys.
For the
Unless any
galaxy
technology
supposed
at
to
all.
be rid of all of these people, you happen to run into quite a few of them, huh?
I mean,
Yeah. It's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, why can't I just, meet another person who holds a gun and wants to kill me for the same reason, money. Nothing greater,
See?
good, anything like that.
The simple things, I can respect that. But the question, so the guy ended up into this tea shop, I theorize. There's nothing too distinguishable out here other than that. Didn't see him go in. I don't know how he went to approach.
Oh, he's not inside the tea shop.
You don't know.
Just a reminder, Russell, if this guy is force sensitive and can sense the force, I have still been keeping up my force concealment to show that I I am gray and I have no force sensitivity.
Cool. 10-4. Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah.
I probably would have forgotten.
Yeah.
I'm always just like, I sense the force in you, and you're like, no, you don't.
And I'm just like, but how though?
You're like, joke's on you.
What's it called? So yeah, we can leave this alone, but I believe he was spying on us. He took off when I caught him in my peripheral. That's why I disappeared so quickly because I knew we didn't have much time. Did you buy the stealth field generator, Carlo? You seemed
Yeah, I did.
interested in one.
I did not. Unfortunately, I got lost in med packs. I thought that seemed a little more important at the time. But since you've come all this way and you put all this effort in, let me know what you want, cause I'll walk in this front door right now, meet Glavis, and just cruise about inside. Or if you want to take a more sneaky approach, I don't want to mess up what you got going on already.
I can turn invisible. Do you
think
want me
for
to
the
go
last-
scout?
For the last hour, give or take, and I haven't seen anybody come in or out. If you want to turn invisible and
I mean, I probably don't even need the invisibility. I could just
it's
go.
a tea shop, we could all just go have tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I assumed we were gonna
That's
do.
that's what we're here for. We're just here for a nice cup of tea.
I don't believe the man ever caught wind of me.
What is this tea shop
He just
called?
knew
Is
what
it
it
called
looked like.
Uncle Iroh's?
There is no official name up for it. It's just like there's just like a sign, literally, with just like a picture of a pot of tea. But it
Nice.
might as well be Uncle Iroh's.
Yeah.
Let's all go have some tea. Can't hurt anyone.
Get some of that sage's wisdom.
Wait for everyone to go inside. I just kind of look around. What's the eclipse presence like here?
Big perception check.
Oh God.
You look around and honestly, it's pretty dead. Like where like before, most of the area tended to have like pretty like moderate foot traffic. There is like nobody down here. This is kind of like a weird, like even like the neon and stuff. It's like not like dark, but it's definitely less well lit, and there really is like little to no foot traffic whatsoever. Yeah, it's very very quiet down here.
Alright, I'm gonna go inside.
So you walk in, cling, and the little bell goes off as you walk in, and yeah, it's very much like a traditional Japanese tea house. You know, it's got like the tatami, I think, mats, like floors, and the little recessed tables with the pillows for kneeling. And you look around for like someone that works here, and it's like nobody's here.
Really?
You don't see any living creatures.
Did we walk
In
into
this
a
job.
trap?
Possibly.
You know, a trap wouldn't be a horrible idea. I think we all have a lot of pent-up frustration we let out on not so innocent bystanders.
Hello, is anyone here? I'm thirsty. I just ran really far.
I'm gonna ring that little bell. You know, it's normally at the counter. Ding 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 ding
Yeah.
ding ding ding
I'm
ding
pretty
ding ding
loud.
ding.
If there's a bell, yeah, ring it.
I'm just
Yeah, you hear. You actually hear from like the back room area. Coming. I'm sorry. And this very large and imposing looking Kildorian comes out, and he's got like his little vocoder, or like his little mask thing over his face, so it kind of distorts his voice with that tinny, like robotic sound to his voice. And he says, "My apologies. I was tending to someone in the back. May I offer you a pot of tea?"
Yes.
Yeah, please. Thanks. Also, could you bring out like a little bit of blue milk with it too?
Of course. Please make yourselves at home. Do you have any preference on what type of tea? I have a variety of leaves.
What kind?
We've got what does Ramon say? We've got, green tea, Earl Grey. He just names off like every tea you can think of. Yes, we I have quite the variety of soothing and medicinal teas.
Soothing would be nice. I've had a stressful day.
Ah, I've got just the perfect thing. And he disappears back. There's like a the back room doesn't have like a door. It's just kind of like a curtain of beads.
I shout, do you have any, like, sweets, little cakes or something?
Oh yes, yes, of course. He like shouts from the back.
Yeah,
And
I'll take like
When
a
he
round
opens
of
the beads, can I
for
see what's
everybody.
going on behind there?
Yeah, what kind of services do they offer back there?
you
Not
can
quite
make a
what I was referring
perception
to,
check
but
at disadvantage.
Is this the kind of place that gives happy endings?
Well, he said he was helping someone back there, so I want to know what's going on back there.
Trying to get a hand job from Mikhail Dorian or what?
No, I'm trying to figure out what's going on back there.
Trying to figure out.
It's a pretty good roll.
Sabrina, you try to. Oh, you did hear disadvantage, right?
Yeah, so it was
Yes,
advantage because
but I
he
have
has advantage.
naturally.
Okay, all right. That's what I assumed. Yeah. So you try to peek back there when he moves through, and he is a pretty big guy, so it doesn't leave a whole lot of a window. But you do see that the back room area is like there are shelves with all his like supplies of his like various like tea and stuff. And there's also like a stove with like where he like heats the kettles and but you don't see any life forms if that's what you're looking for.
I drink my. Well, first off, I'm gonna go ahead and uh, I don't have detect poison yet. Oh, motherfucker. I will drink the tea. That's what I will do.
Okay. Yeah. So after a minute or two, he comes. He after you hear the kettle start whistling from the boiling, and after a minute or two, he comes back with a kettle and cups for everyone, and a little tray of snackies, and he places it down, and he's just like, um, shall I leave you be, or may I join you?
Why don't you join us?
Why would?
Maybe you could help us out. We're new here.
Be my pleasure. And he takes a moment to carefully and methodically pour the tea for each of you, and kind of taking lots of precision with his movements, not to spill a single drop or burst
Does,
the bags or anything to mess up the flavor.
does it look like an assassin's teapot?
Make a perception check.
Since you're joining us for conversation, don't forget to pour yourself a glass.
Of course. And he's like, one moment, and he runs to the back and grabs another cup. Looks like a regular teapot. He actually leaves the teapot when he runs to the back for the extra cup, and
Who's closest to it?
yeah, you have a. Let's just do a little. So he'll be here. And let's just assume this is the table here.
Okay,
Everyone can. And then the party icon will be the. Just have
Sure.
everyone kind of.
I'm like, check the pot, Ray, and see if it's like one of those ones that have the holes with the different gaps and stuff. You know, like the Zygarians use.
Right. I'll give it a once over real quick as well.
I will cast guidance on Brain.
The die 6.
Yes.
I'll take a 20.
Ooh, a natural 20.
I rolled a 4 and got a 20. Let's
Nice.
go.
Yeah, you very quickly and methodically search over the teapot for anything unusual, and looks like a normal teapot. You haven't really had a whole lot of tea in your life, but definitely no secret compartments, no traces of any foul play.
I'm gonna begin pouring everybody their tea.
He already did.
That guy
He
already
already poured
poured
the
it.
tea.
Oh, he did already. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, he already poured it.
yeah.
He went to go
Um,
get
uh,
himself a cup.
I told
so
him.
he comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes back and with his own cup and pours himself his own glass or his cup, and he says, "So tell me, travelers, are you new to the wheel? I don't think I've ever seen you here before."
New to this side of the wheel.
Is this your first time on the station?
This is our first time on the station.
Ah, well, I'm quite happy to have you grace my humble tea shop with your presence. It's not exactly the right attraction that some of the other locales feature, but there are those who enjoy the serenity that my shop offers.
I was gonna ask you why you have a tea shop out here in the cut.
The cut? I'm not familiar with that expression.
Um, the ghetto, the poorer part of town.
Oh, well, to be quite frank, the rent is very cheap here, and I'm but a humble tea shop owner. I don't make quite a whole lot of credits in my line of work, but I get by enough to live a humble but comfortable life.
But we didn't catch a name of your tea shop. What do you call this place?
It is known as Serenity.
I'm just gonna pretend I know how to spell that. Don't actually tell me. We all know what we're thinking.
That it's a stripper's name.
And
I was thinking of the
yes,
ship from Firefly, right?
Yeah, I was like,
No,
definitely
I
Firefly.
was no, I was thinking of Serena TEA.
Uh, got him.
Do you have a bath?
Of course, and he gestures to the back curtain of beads that he went back to before.
Alright, excuse me.
First door on your right.
and I didn't catch your name. I don't think I caught your name, good sir. What was it?
You may call me Akama. Akama.
Ah, so what brought you to the wheel? I don't imagine most people come here willingly.
Willingly? Wheeling?
Willingly? Ah,
Sorry, it was a deep one. I had to dig for that. He's like, well, I traveled the galaxy for many years, and I just found that my journey had come to an end, and this is where I was meant to be. I didn't exactly choose to come here, but sometimes your journey just takes you to places that you would never expect.
that's certainly the truth. I think we've all experienced that at one point or another. So what did you do in your youth? I can't imagine the tea shop was your life goal. You look like you were a warrior at some point.
I suppose my stature does give me away. Yes, in this galaxy you do have to fight to survive. It is I did train my instincts to protect myself, but I take no pleasure in the harm of others.
That's a very noble aspiration. We're typically just guns for hire.
Yeah.
So speaking of, if if you know somebody who needs a few guns,
Well, despite, as your friend put it, not living in the best area of town, most unsavory types are aware that I have no goods or credits worth stealing, so they tend to leave me be. Um,
Oh, most of the criminal types don't care how poor you are. They still want to squeeze you.
oh, trust me, they when I first moved in, they made a pass at me, but as you pointed out, I'm not one to be trifled with.
Um, I may have heard you wrong earlier, but you said you were servicing someone in the back.
Uh, yes, in addition to tea, I do carry a small selection of medicinal herbs, and I had another traveler who was injured, and real quick, we'll cut to Boldgrave was using the restroom. So
Bloodletter.
whenever you go back behind the curtain, Boldgrave, you see there's the restroom off to one direction, and of course another door leading the other direction.
Of course
The
I
room
go
that
the
you're
other
in,
door.
of course, the room that you're, like I said, the room that you're currently in has like a little stove for the kettle, as well as a couple extra kettles. Like you said, like lots of different types of tea and like dry foods. And so, are you? How are you approaching this door?
I'm just opening it.
Just gonna
Get
walk on
in.
through.
Get in.
Okay,
Well,
I
check
just
to see first I check to see if it's unlocked.
okay. Yeah, that's a good place to start. So, are you trying to be stealthy?
No,
Okay.
casual.
You test the door and it is unlocked.
I open it and I take a peek inside.
So when you poke your head in, you find a very humble living quarters. There is a bed and a bathroom and a closet and not much else. Make a perception or investigation check to
I'm
reveal
gonna
more.
I'm gonna start going through his stuff. Not disturbing it. I'm just gonna kind of poke around and see what he has and stuff like that.
Kind of gently snooping. Okay.
Yeah.
So that'll be investigation.
Oh, that sucks.
There's
Even if I
not.
used it, then it would have been a 4.
Yep. There's not much to go through here. Like he's a very like bare bones
List.
kind of guy. He's got like one change of clothes. He's got some, an extra set of sheets. Just not really much. One roll of toilet paper. It's hard out
Is
here.
there a carpet, a bookshelf, or a wall scroll?
No, there really isn't any like detailed like ornaments or anything. It's
Okay.
very very sparse.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and head into the bathroom and bleed my snake, and wash my hands and come
Bleed the
back
lizard.
to the bleed the womp rat and then come back to the table.
So yeah, so as Boldgrave kind of like returns to the party, Rain was just asking about the person that he was helping, and he says,
All those
"Yes,
guys,
yes, I or Rain, I don't know what I said,
Oh,
but
no.
my bad. He says, yes, I was mending the wounds of a traveler, but he's gone on his way now. I've finished my work, and he has gone on to continue his travels.
Did he? Is there a back exit to leave? I never saw anyone come through that door besides you.
If you must know, yes, there is a second entrance.
Did I see that entrance?
You did not.
Hmm. If you don't mind me asking, what did this man look like?
He was average-looking fellow, nothing too spectacular. He was a Twi'lek, orange in skin with blue Montrose.
That's different.
Can I see he's lying? Obviously, I don't know what the guy looks like because only Brain saw him. But can I just see if, like, try to tell if
Insight
he's
check?
lying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
Give me
do a
insight
roll
check.
insight, sure.
Yeah, Sammy's
Okay.
first insight check. Let's go.
Show me the money.
He appears to be telling the truth.
Okay.
Maybe that guy used disguise self. I'm thinking this as a player, not as a
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Huh.
Even though his story does sound a little fishy, his demeanor appears to be transparent.
even or
Yeah.
either that or this guy has like an astounding deception.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Are you? He says, "Are you in need of medical services? I can provide those if you're injured."
Me,
Sure.
no. I was just. I'm a people watcher. You know, I'm a little nosy. I like to see what's going on around me.
Of course, I have nothing to hide. I just didn't think it was anything. I didn't think it was worth bringing up in conversation. Just an average encounter for me.
So you get a lot of, you help a lot of people. Then you
Yes,
serve as
actually,
a
sadly,
T
our
slash clinic.
yes, sadly, the hospital that's located in the residential district is a bit too steep in credit cost of credits for most average folk. It's uh, it's really quite criminal if you ask me. Worse than what the gangsters do. The rates that they charge to heal people. So I offer my services free of charge.
That's
I
a
put
bold
five.
move.
I put 5,000 credits on the table.
He kind of like
From
raises an
behind.
eyebrow.
Boom.
I'm like, yeah, you live like you're broke. Take that. Buy some blankets.
Is this a donation?
Uh, Consider it a tip for the tea.
This is an extremely generous tip. I'm not sure that I feel comfortable accepting it. I don't think my tea is worthy of such a handsome sum.
I'm still gonna pay for more tea when I come back, so it's not like this is a tab thing.
Yes, I. As long as we make that clear that this is a generous donation, but I don't owe you anything.
Absolutely not.
Okay. He takes the credit.
Uh, is that XP or not?
Yes.
How much
I'd hope
XP is
so.
that?
It's credits you're not
500.
getting back.
500. 500.
Got
Yeah.
zero, Dad.
But he just, to be clear, you didn't buy anything. You just gave it to him.
That's fine. I mean, I did pay for my tea. I paid for the tea.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Like 5 credits worth of tea.
Tea ain't no 5,000 credits. Yeah, everyone's tea is obviously covered now.
That's how much our tea's gonna be worth when we create our empire.
Yep.
And the palace.
Yeah, you need 5,000 credits to have a cup of tea.
Jeez.
Exactly, bro.
He
We just
says,
think are so high.
well, I've answered many of your questions. Tell me, where is it that you have come from before the wheel? Tell me of your travels. I'm always interested in a good story.
Coruscant. Far
Coruscant,
I know.
eh? You're a long way from there. Is that your home?
No, it's not my home, but I spent a good bit of time there working, and that's where I met these guys.
I see. And you are all business partners then?
Yeah. I'm the captain, and we work in export, and we also do pest elimination. So
Is that
it's a
retrieval?
little, yeah.
Ah, I see. Well, the galaxy does have many pests in need of being rid of.
Also, whenever there's need of like waste management, we take out the trash.
Oh, well, if you're looking for work, I'm sure our local dump could always use more help with waste management.
Keep that in mind.
He kind of chuckles a bit when he says it.
I was
And
at a
what?
place called Mission for You. And they were seems like there's a lot of people who need help with a lot of things out here.
Yes, I've occasionally, when credits are sparse, had to make my way down there. But yes, it's quite an interesting institution. They provide people who are in need with those who are willing to help. So it's I have to say it's one of the more progressive companies on the wheel.
Mm. Uh,
It's
yeah,
all it all seems to be on the up and up too. It's all meticulously tracked and reported to the Coruscant, or sorry, the Colmex station's archives.
my name's Boldgrave, by the way. I don't think I introduced myself.
Ah, Boldgrave, a pleasure to meet you, and I apologize for not asking your names sooner. Some patrons prefer to be more of a closed book. I try not to pry. What are the rest of your names?
Fulgor.
Glavis is like, I'm Glavis.
Turn my head slowly and look at him like, don't just give your name out.
Well, he seems like a nice guy. It doesn't seem like a jerk. Nicer than your captain, anyway.
I just did a very philanthropical thing, okay?
Um,
I know. You gave me the belt. Thank you. You're winning me over, little by little.
I suppose since my apprentice has given his name, I am Caro. This is Clavis, obviously. Just kind of traveling along with Brennan here.
Forgive me if I'm so bold, but you appear to be Mandalorians, are you not?
Yes, yes, we are Mandalorians.
Interesting. I don't know that I've ever met a Mandalorian before, but I've heard a great many tales. They're some of the most powerful warriors in all the galaxy.
Well, that is true. That is true. That's why there's a lot more of us standing than there are Jedi these days.
The Mandalorians have faced many powerful or many uh, terrible trials or tribulations rather. At a loss for words right now, but um, they um, they have they are a resilient bunch, to say the least.
That's very true. But enough about me. My red skinned friend here. Introduce yourself to him.
Impetu Fulgor. My friends just call me Fulgor.
I call him
Fogor,
Petu.
a pleasure to make your acquaintance. You
I'll be right back.
I'll go for it. You what was I gonna say? You're a bit of a quiet one, aren't you?
Sometimes.
There's nothing wrong with that. The quiet ones often have the most thoughts. Be interesting to see what's going on upstairs. That head of
You just hear elevator music inside my head.
yours. A little monkey with the cymbals. And he's just like, and I guess that brings us lastly to you, my friend. Is your helmet's off, right?
Yes, yes. I go by Vrain.
Rain,
It's,
a pleasure.
our common name. But yeah, we're just here hanging out, seeing the sights, getting your ship updated, refueled, all that good stuff.
Yes,
Like I said earlier, if you know of anybody who needs a job, we could use some extra credits.
well, as your friend discussed earlier, that mission for you, they offer a wide array of legal and wholesome jobs. If you're looking for something more uncouth, I'm afraid I can't help you.
What do you know about the Colosseum?
Oh yes, the Colosseum. That's really all anyone seems to be interested in these days. It's those wishing to prove themselves enter in and compete in blood sport, which I must say is it's not my particular taste, but for some, they enjoy the spectacle or the glory that can be won.
Yeah. No one seems to share my interest in pod racing, so I get it.
I'm
It's
more than welcome a pod racing challenge. But
pod,
gotta convince the other guys.
pod racing. My, now that's something I haven't heard about in quite a while. That's not exactly the most popular sport anymore. I know it once held the people's interest as supreme, but um, these days all the only pod racers are those strange folk that live on Colimex, or what's left of it, anyways.
Uh, well, perhaps it'll work out.
Do you know anything about the Baron Administrator?
Yes, the administrator is our, I suppose you could say, the ruler of our little colony. He oversees the operations of all infrastructure regarding the Colimex station. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe he was the one who engineered or led the development of it.
Do you know what?
That's actually impressive.
Do you know what kind of species he is?
He's a. I should remember what this is called.
Who's that Pokemon?
You know what? He thinks for a minute. And he's just like, I don't entirely recall, but there is a museum over in the entertainment district. I'm sure you can learn everything you want to know about the station and him.
Did he show us on the map where it is?
The museum is going to be on the far left, kind of near the Coliseum. It's north of the Coliseum.
You belong in a museum.
Pinging it for me.
Um,
Yeah, the Coliseum. I mean, the museum has a detailed history of the wheel, the history of the wheel and its creator.
okay. I'm surprised you don't have a droid helping you out around here.
Droid? What would I need a droid for?
I don't know. Seems like everyone has a droid. Even I have a droid. It just keeps on the ship.
Well, droids are a bit clumsy, and I prefer the catharsis of pouring my own tea and helping myself, so to speak.
If that Twi'lek comes back around, you give me a ring, right?
Really? What for?
He sounds like an old friend.
Oh, I'll be sure to ask him if I see him again. Though
It's
most
more of a surprise. It's more of a surprise.
oh,
I don't want him to know I'm in the area. I just thought I'd pop up, say hi.
Well, I will do that, but most travelers, I tend not to see them again. It's unfortunate, but that's life, isn't it? You only have your one chance to make your mark at times.
Does he still have that funny limp he does with his right leg?
No, the his injury was on his shoulder. I think he may have pulled it or dislocated it.
Okay.
I got him healing on his way. I put him in a sling, and he seems to. I think he'll make a full recovery.
All right. Well, if you need us, I kind of I sent him my my data pad.
I guess we'll just say it's a number. I send him my data pad number.
Yeah, your chain code essentially is your kind of
Yeah.
it's your social security number and your phone number all kind of rolled into one.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
And he says, "I'd be happy to take your number down, but I I don't have a data pad. I'll have to use a public phone to reach you."
Well,
But
you can buy one now if you want. So there's that.
well, there's a public phone not far from here. If I need to reach you, I can just use that.
How much is a data pad?
It's like a couple hundred. I think it's like 200 credits.
I
Yeah,
give him like I give him like 200 credits, and I'm like, this is specifically for you to get a data pad.
Goldgrave, my friend, please, you've already given me more than I deserve. I keep your credits. I don't need it.
I just drop it on his little table.
You could always buy a data pad and bring it to him.
Shut up, full core.
Well, I
Really,
think
I'm a trust me, I'm a simple shopkeep. I don't need the fancy technologies that you all have become so accustomed to. I get by without them.
But how will
That's
you
good.
find hot Twi'leks in your area?
apparently they just show up on his doorstep injured.
That's they come to him.
When you got
Alright,
muscles
well,
like
I think-
these, you don't have to look.
Yeah. Well, my good sir, I appreciate your time here. Did I forget your name? I don't recall.
Akama.
Yeah.
Akama. Yes, I did. All right. Well, Akama, maybe we'll see you again if we get everything else done. Maybe we can come here for a little nice cup of tea before we take off.
My doors are
What?
always open.
Yeah, the tea this time was pretty good. What tea did you use again?
It's chamomile, I think, is the relaxing one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, everybody feels very like relaxed and chill from their tea, and in fact,
I need everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw.
no, Fulgore and Boldgrave, you have one temporary force point
Cool.
drinking said tea.
Yeah.
You want to show me where that back door is? It's just biting me. I can't. You want to show me where it is?
Of course, and he opens the beads to the back door or to the back room area, and this time when you go into the back room, there are 3 doors. There was not before. The third one is against like the back wall, and it's just like a back. He said, "Is something wrong?"
Is there some kind of a way you're supposed to open the curtain that makes the other door appear? Is that what's happening? Because I came back here because I'm nosy, and that wasn't there.
I thought you went back here to pee.
He chuckles and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, friend, but I have no secrets to hide.
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it.
What the fuck? I just got sober.
I mean, he seems to be telling the truth, but it still just like doesn't sit well. Like, you know what you saw, and you know that there was no door there. So like he's definitely a really good liar.
Oh my god.
This is barnacles. All right.
This is barnacles.
I
Is
was
a
like,
Jedi
alright.
blasphemy?
Is he force sensitive?
Do you have a way to detect that?
I'm gonna use sense of motion.
I was gonna say, I was like, I think you have a spell, don't you? Go for it.
Sense of motion doesn't detect force
It's
sensitivity, but it
sensitivity,
might
no.
detect.
No, but if he wants to ask him questions, he can know what he's feeling.
Yeah,
And he can
so
spend a fate point to get an impression.
I already spent my fate.
Jama already used it.
No, I'm talking,
Yeah,
no, I'm talking about
wing
Anthony
that guy.
can use it to
If
detect.
if I was gonna use it, I would definitely use it to try to find a forced shop.
use it.
Still do that.
I mean, the session's almost over. I may as well just hold it till next session, right?
Cliffhanger, bro.
Well, They
No,
still
just
don't.
use
They
it.
still don't refresh until everyone uses theirs.
Yeah.
Either way.
Well, I know, but like, there's no point in using it right this second. Is what I mean.
I'm
It's
gonna
gonna
go
be lame.
ahead.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go ahead and say,
What it is.
do you know anything about the Force? And I'm gonna cast Sense of Motion.
Go ahead and also let's see. You have advantage on insight checks against the target. Okay, so go ahead and roll your insight with advantage.
Fuck it, dude. Yeah, let's use our fate point. He's actually secretly force sensitive.
No, I don't know if he could will it.
Yeah, that was
Um,
one of the options.
So when you ask your question about like and like in addition to your like sensing of emotions, the emotions that you sense are like cautious, like not quite anxious, but like kind of on guard. Like he's got his like mental defenses up, and he answers your question. He says, "Yes, I actually, although I am no Jedi, I do study the tenets and the mantras of the Force, so to speak. It has brought me inner peace and has helped me to."
He's a fucking monk.
It's helped me to sort out my demons, I guess you could say.
I know what that's like.
I
So can you do this? And
I
do
have
it
a
back. I do it backward.
he was like, I had a feeling that we were alike in many ways, and he like puts like one hand on the ground and then like does like a one-handed handstand, and then gets back on his feet, and he's and he's just like, I trust that you understand the weight that this information carries.
Yeah, the red guy's like that too, and so am I.
I'll make something float and then put it back down.
I'll just like throw my the handle unsheathed or sheath the buster blade around the so the stick just flies around and comes back to me.
Your secret is safe with me so long as you keep mine as well.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Insight check. I can't pass insight checks, but it's fine.
Ooh.
I mean, he's pretty hard to read with that that like mask thing that he's wearing. So, I mean, you assume he's telling the truth. He's like, so you're you will always be safe to come here, but do not make me regret opening my secrets to you. Or trust. Don't make me regret trusting you.
Mutually.
Of course.
Well, I'll
We
ask
should-
him.
we should do dinner sometime.
It would be my pleasure. I do. I don't get out often enough, so perhaps we could change the scenery.
Well, I think we're good to take off now. So still much sightseeing to do here on the wheel.
Of course, and safe travels to you, my friends. Until
Appreciate
we
it.
meet again.
Until
Uh,
no, that was it. I was just.
so when you guys step outside, there are two Celadorian Eclipse guys hanging out by your car, and they're kind of like not like in the car, but they're kind of like leaning over, kind of like looking at it, and one of them's like looking under it, and they're just kind of really invading your personal space.
Is it like they want to steal it, or they're just like, man, this is such a sweet ride?
They're like probably more the first than the second one.
I'm gonna cast Force Throw, and I'm gonna use my casting specialist to give him disadvantage to throw him into his the other guy, and I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level.
Right.
Damn, you're gonna fucking kill him.
That's the
That-
plan.
Scale generation.
That is the cliffhanger that we will leave tonight's session on.
I'm just gonna go ahead and post the spell so we can remember to start with that. I'm not.
Cue the roundabout.
Level.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and call that there and pick things up with this little scuffle that's about to go down next time. And for anybody still watching, we appreciate you sticking with us. I know we've been having some kind of audio troubles, so hopefully we'll get that sorted out next time. We apologize, but we're still trying to figure out this whole Twitch thing. Thank you once again. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Check us out on YouTube, Creatures in Corridors. And till next time, may the Force be with you.
May the force be
May the
with you.
Source be with you.